Go away. Yellow.
Hey, Will.
What's up?
Oh, he's in the intro right now.
Well, BDD, answer me.
And here's you.
Oh, I don't want that. Oops. Go back. I want this one. There you go. Is he playing the song yet?
Yes, he's just started it.
Ooh. I am joined here by my guest here tonight, rail fanning Jonah. Jonah, how are you doing here tonight?
Very, very good. And your other friends here now.
Oh, I thought I heard it go off. I am joined also by my co-host, Will T Gaming. Will, how are you doing tonight? Well, I literally made it back just in time.
Just in time.
Yo, I got so lucky because I only hit 2 red lights. That's it. Just 2 red lights. I had all the rest of them green and no one got in front of me. So I just cruised.
Watch me
Nice,
hit
that's
them.
awesome.
Watch me hit the red lights, Will. Screw up your car that way.
Well, the one took forever to change, and I'm gonna go through. I'm gonna go through, and then I finally changed. I'm like, let's go. Gotta go. It's
And
like what's the racer from NASCAR? Boogity boogie buddy, let's go racing, boys. Oh,
I forgive. I know who you're referring to. I know the voice. I know the saying.
You know who I'm talking about. I don't.
Yeah. Bookity, let's go racing Daytona.
And yes, for everyone wondering, yes, I am live, and I'm here on time. Just to clarify, to let everyone know, I am actually out of work at the moment due to a leg injury. So.
Oh no.
So. Which I'm not gonna get into it. BDD knows all about it, but I'm not gonna get into it right now. So.
I can't say as I blame you there, bud.
Me neither.
But I am here.
All right, so on time.
I know, right?
I love it. So what do you say there, fellas? Do you want to get started with some mods? We got a lot to talk about tonight.
The mod.
Yo, I started playing the starting stream, the intro. I probably got about halfway through and I heard you. I'm like, oh, and I muted the song. I'm like, dude, like
cut it off.
I literally pulled into our parking lot, got out of the car. It was 9:22. I literally ran inside with Bree. I got inside, and then I remembered, oh, I'm like, darn, I had to hook up my cord, my cat cord. And then I'm like, okay, this would be quite simple. And I forgot that I wound it all up. And it was all bunched together. So I had to unwind the entire thing, plug it in, and then I had to plug it in down here. And then my computer took forever to start up. I'm like, no. The second I hit 9:30, it's like, I'm finally on.
Let's go. Come on. Go. And that's when you're starting to make mistakes.
Morris,
All the
run.
stupid little things. It's like,
I was so tempted to like.
oh my goodness.
I was so tempted to like kick my computer like come on. Like work.
Why won't you work faster?
Work.
Oh my goodness.
Oh man.
All right there, fellas. Let's get into this, shall we?
Oh yeah.
So let's see. We are going to start with this week's mods, starting off with a couple of maps. First one being the Netherlands. This is a European map made by Dutch Landscape and Sipe. I think it's how it's pronounced. Is 67.14 megabytes to install, and this requires a whole mess of mods, such as the Placeable Hedges, Farmhouse Package Volume 3, Shed Pack, Cowshed Pack, Bunker Silo, Cowshed 3+0, Agricultural Fair, Grain Flour Mill, and the Farm Silo Package. So you've got well over half a dozen mods for this particular one. And this one, I ended up giving this one a 2.5 out of 5. This one, it's not bad, just not my style of play. It's one of those that it's incredibly flat. It's got that kind of like Dutch kind of landscape to it. So it's because it is a Dutch map. And it's just flat, and not a whole lot of things are kind of going on to really kind of capture my eyesight kind of thing. Color palette was really good. Like it's very toned down. It's a bunch of grass. It's not a bunch of popping colors, so it doesn't make it feel like a cartoon. That was all nice. The terrain was where it really kind of missed the mark with me, and it's an incredibly small map too. It's not even like a 1x by 1x. It's very tiny. So there's not a ton of room. The roads are laid out in such a way that you can get across the map really quickly, so it just feels like it's small and that it's hemmed in. So all in all, 2.5 out of 5. Will, what do you think?
Well, so as it being 9 required mods, I mean that was already going to bump it down to a 4 for me to begin with. And having them all except for 2 be by DMI 20mm Normandy, I mean that's a 0.5 for me. So you're already at, was it 3.5? And then for it being not a standard size map, which don't get me wrong, I don't know if it's the first map that people have ever made for Farm Sim in general. I know it's the first one for FS25. If you're gonna make a map, make it a standard size map, not like tiny, like where you can own the whole entire map within 2 days of playing it. Like, I mean,
yeah, exactly.
I mean, for me, if I had to give this one a ranking, the heck's that noise?
I don't know.
I keep hearing it's coming from Jonah.
Hey,
What?
hey, it's what am I doing? What you hearing? I'm not doing
I don't
anything.
I don't know. For me personally, I'd probably give this
It's the Gremlins.
probably give it a 2 out of 5. It'd be a pass for me.
Gotcha. Jonah, what about you? What do you think?
Well, for one, with all the required mods and stuff, and it being small, I think at best I'll give it 2.5. And not really my style of map, so 2.5 for me.
Gotcha. Just real quick before we move on, I see Ken Adlam. Ken, how you doing? Hope you're having a fantastic night so far. Says, what up, people? What up, Ken? And LOL Jonah.
Did you get mine up top?
What?
Oh, I did. 1.3 all day long. How dare you, sir? I was purposely avoiding that one just because of how you how you're going about it.
Oh yeah.
If you know, you know. Don't get me on a 1.3 rant. Don't do it.
1.3.
Munchies Plays. How you doing, Munchies? Hope you're having a fantastic day so far. Says, Will on time. Yes, he is. Munchies on time. Yes, he is. Holy cow, what's going on tonight? I love it. Tim Hornet. How's it going, Tim? Hope you're having a fantastic day so far. Says, what up, BDD? What up, Tim? We got Kenson. I will never play that Netherlands map. Too many productions piled on top of each other on Start Farm. 100%. Yep, 100%. FS Farmer, how you doing? Hope you're having a fantastic night so far. Says morning, everyone. Good morning, FS. Tim says that it is 9:30 here p.m. Yes, 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 yes. And that's it, everyone. Let's go ahead and move on to our next one. We've got Klein Friesland. This map is another European map by Marnew Mapping and is 282.49 megabytes to download. This is another like Netherlands style map. And again, does require some mods, not as many as the previous one. We got the windmill, the farmhouse package volume 3, the shed pack, the cowshed 3+0, mini biogas plant, manure basin, and the grain dryer pack.
7.
And this one got a yes, so not as many, close,
Yeah.
very close. So this one I gave a 3 out of 5. I like this map a little bit better than the previous map that we just discussed. This one I liked a little bit better because this one did have a little bit of gradients, a little bit of undulations on the map. It did take up a bit more area, but I don't think it was the whole area. I think this one was a full 1x1, if I remember correctly. It wasn't a 2x2, or was it? I can't remember now.
This was
no,
not,
1 kilometer by 1 kilometer.
Yeah, it was not a full size standard map. So
Yes, so it still doesn't fill out the entirety of the map, which I'm not against smaller maps. I'm not against that whatsoever. But what I need for a map, if it's going to be small, is it for it to not to have a road network that's going to take you immediately from one end of the map to the other. It's got to have some twists and turns and some funnel points to where it's going to make it to where it's going to be at least a feeling of a larger map, because you're having to take certain routes and kind of go around the quote-unquote long way. You know, that's how I kind of feel about it. But again, you got some undulations, you got the channels that are actually cutting through the map and whatnot. You're not just having a lot of kind of ditches that are on the side of the fields and all that. And you've got a lot of these farms that are actually kind of built down into a valley kind of thing. So you're actually having to go up onto the main road and, you know, kind of do things. There's a few little hidden features, like a little sheep field that's out on the eastern portion of the map. There are, I think, like 4 or 5 separate farms, so you can have your choice as to which one you want to take a hold of. It's a nice map, but again, not really my style of play, because of just, even though there are undulations, they're really heavily focused around the road network. So because of that and it being just so flat on most of the fields, this is one that, again, I'm going to say it's about a half. You know, it's a 3 out of 5. It's, you know, about average for me. What do you think there, Will?
Oh, this was a hard pass for me. For me, with it having 7 required mods, I mean, if it was like 2 or 3, I mean, maybe I would give it a better score. But since it was 7 required mods, I mean, I watched your map tour. I watched a couple more map tours of it. I downloaded it, looked at it myself, and I angrily uninstalled the required mods afterwards. But I definitely give this like a 2.5 out of 5. I just it, like I said, exact same thing as the previous one. If you're gonna make a map, just make it a standard size map. Why so small?
And Jonah, what about you?
Pretty much the same thing Will was saying. For me, too many required mods, maps too small, and like you said, it's too easy to get to one side and the map to the other. So for me, yeah, I'd say it's the same as I gave the other one, 2.5.
There we go. Moving on, we've got the Fiat Agri series. This is a medium-sized tractor by Matt26, 14.65 megabytes to install. We got a price starting point of $63,500 and a power start of 160. So if we take a look at our closest comparables, go ahead and bring that up there under medium tractors. We said what, 160 was the introductory power?
Mm-hmm.
That's going to put us pretty comfortably in the, you know what, the Challenger MT600 or the Agco White, kind of that brand. Let's see, we start out with 63,500, and yeah, so it is a 1-to-1 for horsepower. Starting out for the Challenger, $1,500 for the mod. The price for the Challenger base is 58,500. So the one that we have here in base game is actually a little bit better of a price point. Not by much, and it's not going to be enough for me to be able to just say, okay, I'm going to completely discount this mod. And it's only 15 megabytes to install. So all in all, there's not anything that's going to prevent me from installing this, even though we do have an option base game that is just a little bit better than the mod here. So all in all, I would install this. I think this got a nice little look to it. I like the kind of old school kind of box, style to this particular brand. Yeah, I like it. Will, what do you think?
Well, for like an older style tractor, I mean, it's not bad. I mean, if you really like Fiat Agri or Fiat in general, New Holland, because that's what it basically is. I mean, the price isn't bad for a starting out tractor. I'm not gonna lie, it's not. 160 horsepower. I mean, it is low, but you can upgrade it to 180. So, I mean, it would be a pass for me. But thumbs up
And
for
Will
them.
actually makes a really good point because you go ahead.
But it's a thumbs up though for a mod, or at least bringing it to farms. So,
Absolutely. So you made a really good point about the power band there. So starting out is 160, but it can get up to 180. The base game Challenger and Agco White, both of those can get up to 225. So it's a bigger range of power available to you with the base game stuff rather than this one here. So kind of also keep that in mind. But again, if you're looking for something with kind of an older style flair to it, if you're working on like a European map, this would fit in very nicely there. Jonah, what do you think?
I think it's good if you're into like the older tractors and stuff. I'm not really into the older track, but starting like 180, horsepower, that's decent for starting off if you're just like trying to do baling or something like that. So it's a good tractor, but it's a pass for me because I'm not really into the old stuff. But if you are into the old stuff, it's perfect for you.
Absolutely, and how dare you?
the I also want to mention too, if I stuck with a Fiat Agri tractor, I would probably stick with the one that Giants added to the base game. Honestly, I think that one had more horsepower.
Gotcha. Oh, you know what? I didn't even see that one over there. This is a base game tractor. 63,500 to 160/90. Yeah.
Yeah.
160 horsepower to 180.
Yep.
Yeah, we have this one exact one base game. So, you know what? I'm going to completely change my tune on this and say this is a hard pass for me. Completely hard pass. Yeah, there we go. Will
Welcome.
with the mind altering details there.
See, it's so weird.
Moving on.
It's so weird. I gotta like memorize everything that's in the game. So weird.
Next one we have is the Claas Arian 600. This is a small tractor by Hans. It is 46.51 megabytes to download. We have a starting price point of $120,000 and a power starting of 145. So if we take a look again at our comparables, looking at our small tractors. Oops, if I would stop just clicking random buttons. Let's see, we said how much horsepower? 145 to start out with. So that's kind of towards the top end here. Is this? Okay, so closest one we're going to have is going to be actually the Claas Arian 570/530. So a not too distant cousin of this particular mod. The power for the mod here again is 145 horsepower. The Claas Arian 570/530 in base game is again 145 horses. Starting price point for the mod is 120,000. The Claas here in the base game is 153,000. So you're saving well over $30,000 from the base game. Now, unfortunately, though, then we have to move on to file size. 46.51 megabytes to download. That is a lot of file size for one single tractor. And you can see a lot of that's going to be taken up because, the windows open, the doors open, things like that. And for those who follow along with this channel knows that I'm not a huge fan of, eating up file size for such a negligible feature, in my opinion. So this one is going to be a pass for me.
I personally.
Will, what about you?
Well, I mean, it is a class, which also because I had to refresh my memory here for a second. Giant Software, back back on February 26th, brought out the class Arion 600 as a downloadable mod, which is 35.80 megabytes to download. So this is more. But the difference from this one and the other one is you can change the color, and on top of that too, there's windows and doors that open up. I mean, I absolutely love this version over the Giants version. That's just me personally, but I'm also a huge fanboy of Kloss. So.
Yes. Yep. No, it makes sense. And look, like I keep saying to everybody, it's one of those that if this is something that you like because it's either your brand or it's something that, you don't care about the file size or whatever the case may be, or you like the doors and windows opening up, then hey, have at it. Don't let us, influence you whatsoever in that regard. If it's something that you like, go for it.
Mm-hmm.
Jonah, what about you? What do you say about this one?
I say it's a pass for me too. I'm also don't really care, if the tractor can open the doors and everything. It's just I just want to be able to play the game. I don't worry about the who it can open up and everything. I mean, it's cool, but it's not my style, so it's a pass for me.
Gotcha. Next thing we got here is the Fendt 300 Vario Gen 4. This is a small tractor by Baron Agrar. 35.63 megabytes to install. We got a starting base price of $134,500 and a horsepower of 113. So a itty bitty tractor. If we take a look, we do have the Fendt 300 Vario here in base game. So I'm not quite sure. This might be just a kind of, quote unquote, same mod, but kind of a different generation. Taking a look at the horsepower, it is a push 113 for both the base game as well as this one, and $134,500 for the mod and the actual Fendt and base game. So we have pretty much, for all intents and purposes, the same exact tractor. It's just one might be a kind of quote-unquote newer model or newer-ish model than the other. So all in all, at 36 megabytes to install, this is going to be, again, a pass for me just because of that file size being as large as it is. And again, kind of the animations that it shows here, the opening windows and doors, rotating beacons, all that stuff is nice. It's nice. But again, for 36 megabytes, I'm going to invest that into something else, especially because we have practically the same tractor already base game. Will, what about you say?
I mean, it's gonna be a pass for me. I mean, I'm not a huge Fendt guy, but it's not because I'm that. It's not because of that at all. It's also because it's high in the megabyte storage. It's almost as high as the Kloss, but I mean, I have to give it props because I mean, I love a tractor and like a truck and everything where you can open up the doors. It's especially the way I play. It's a little bit more realistic. But for a tractor, I'm probably never going to use because the Kloss 600, the Kloss Arion 600 has more horsepower than this does. So I would rather stick with that than that.
Mm-hmm. So. Absolutely. Jonah, what about you?
For me, copy and paste what I said about the other tractor, It's cool that the doors can open up, but it's just not my style, so this one's a pass for me as well.
There you go. Real quick, catching up with the chat here, we've got, let's see, FS Farmer saying that is 2:42 a.m. Holy cow, FS. You are a beast. It's almost 3 o'clock in the morning, and you're coming on to the stream. I appreciate it there, bud. Really do. Ken says, have started a Let's Play on Klein map. I give it a 3 out of 5. Hey, we're right on top of each other there, Ken. Love it. Taco de Groot. How's it going, Taco? Hope you're having a fantastic day so far. Says to Ken, says, I'm Dutch and I have to side with you. Will not download Dutch maps. Oh, there we go. There we go. We
Wow.
got Tim Horton says, I'd say 3 out of 5 at best. 4.5 if it was a full-size map. Yep, I could see bumping up. I could see maybe giving it to a 4 if it was the full 2x by 2x. But again, the thing that lacks for me is the flatness throughout most of the map, and that the only kind of undulations that you're getting are kind of the roads kind of being built up ever so slightly. Let's see, we got Ken says, the only reason I'm playing on it is I've never played on a Dutch map before. Oh, nice. Let's see. Tim says, what's that, Jonah?
All right, train art.
Train a coming. Tim says, is in the base. Yes. Yep. Absolutely is in the base game. Tim says pass. Tim also says not bad for starting horsepower, 120K. That is huge file size, 100%. 100%. For one tractor, you're investing a lot of space. Ultra Productions, how's it going? Hope you're having a fantastic night so far. Says, what up, man? What up, Ultra? Taco says, the Fiat Agri, you have to download, though, through Edomod. Through Edomod. Oh, okay. Huh. Well, that's all I have. Will, you have anybody to catch up with?
No.
Moving on.
So it's such a
We
sad
got
face.
the Lizard Ruslan. One single tear rolling down. We got the Lizard Ruslan. This is a large tractor by Avenger Enjoyer. 30.32 megabytes to install. This is a $320,000 tractor for 340 horses. So if we take a look under our large tractor here, taking a look for 340 horsepower, this is definitely an interesting looking tractor. So starting out with the 340 range, it's probably going to be the New Holland T8 Genesis series is going to be our closest comparable. Taking a look at that New Holland, we have a starting horsepower of 351 horses compared to the 340 by the Lizard here. So already we're starting out with about 11 horsepower less than what the base game, closest comparable would be. And the starting price of the Lizard here is $320,000 compared to the New Holland's base price of $292,000 horsepower, $292,000. So what you're talking is about 30 grand more expensive for this Lizard mod as compared to the base game New Holland. Now, I know Will's going to say, give me that Lizard Ruslan any day, anytime over that New Holland, but I'm going to say save the 30K and just go with the New Holland. That's my opinion. And again, 30 megabytes to install. I mean, this one is, again, it's a really interesting looking tractor. This almost looks like, I don't know, for some reason, just kind of strikes me as almost like Eastern European for some reason. I could be way off about that one, but I don't know. There's just something about its design that just looks different than, say, anything else that I've seen. So all that being said, this is going to be a pass for me because of the megabyte size at 30 and the price point and horsepower point. Will, what do you have to say?
First thing is, did you say Avenger Joyer? Because it's average enjoyer.
Average enjoyer. Wow.
Oh no! Oh,
See, I listen.
no!
I listen.
Oh,
I'm
no.
swinging for the fences tonight, y'all.
Jonas says, "Hey."
He's hit a home run.
Enjoyer.
Jonas says, "Hey, number one in here for you." Thanks, Jonah.
You're welcome.
Actually, this might come as a huge shock to everybody. I mean, because 30 megabytes to install this is big. I can't believe I'm going to say this coming out of my mouth right now, and everyone's going to hear it. But I would rather take the New Holland T8 series over this.
Oh, did you all hear
Oh
it? Did you all hear it?
no!
Will loves New Holland.
Did he hit his head?
Loves them.
I
Let's,
never said
oh,
love.
let's go.
I never said love New Holland. I said I
He
really
loves
tank.
New Holland.
Oh my goodness.
But it'd be
I
a
love
pass
it.
for me.
I love it. I was not expecting that. We have made history here tonight, y'all. We have made it. Will has warmed up to New Holland. Let's go. I'm just playing. Jonah, what do you have to say?
Never said that.
I have to say, I like it. It looks good, but probably going to be a pass for me and everything. Not really my style of tractor or anything, so it's a pass for me. But I do think it looks all right.
It looks like a tank.
Give you that? It does. It looks like an old school tank. Yeah. Like I said, it just. I'm way off by this, but it just by its design just looks like Eastern European to me.
I think it's Russian.
I could be way off about that. I know. But there you go. See, Eastern European, just basically, I'm saying east of the European divide kind of thing. So that would make absolute sense to me. Anyways, moving on. Let's go to the next one here. We've got the Lizard Silver 3500, aka the Silverado 3500. This is under Cars and Bikes, and it's by Agribusness by 32.05 megabytes to install. We get a couple of different things here. We get the Silver 3500 for $29,000. We get the short standard bed for 2,800. The standard bed for 3,000. Short service bed 2,200. Short service body by 3,200, and the short flatbed 2,200, and the standard flatbed 3,200. So we get all sorts of little attachments and all that stuff to kind of bring your truck to life. Now, these kind of ones are not really good to use as kind of close comparables or anything like that, because they're so in a league of their own that I don't feel that it's fair to kind of compare them. So looking at this just at its kind of core, 32.5 or 0.5 megabytes to install, that's a lot. But you do get all the what's that?
I said I'm gonna retire.
What'd you say there, Will?
I'm gonna retire.
You're retiring.
I'm
Uh-oh.
I'm just too good at what I do. So that
okay, you'll have to elaborate here.
so that previous mod, right? Because how I said it was probably Russian. I looked it up, and Agribusness, which is actually the brand on PC, which is the branded version, is a Russian manufacturer. And I didn't even know that.
There you go.
Oh, baby.
Booyah.
You were saying.
Look at you go. So anyways, I was saying, the 32 megabytes to install this, I mean, all things considered, you're getting the truck, plus you're getting a few of the body kits as well. That there doesn't necessarily bother me. So I would be okay with installing this one, because it's a kind of more realistic version of a truck that we get here in the game, and two, it comes with those detachable kind of implements to them, so that one there kind of makes more sense to me and is more kind of usable than say the previous tractors that we were talking about, where it's just the windows opening up and stuff like that. Like, you can actually have different styles of truck with this mod as compared to having just opening windows and opening doors. So this one I'm totally okay with. I would absolutely install this one, especially because it's a nice truck. I mean, Agribusness did a fantastic job with this, and yeah, you can have yourself a nice looking kind of realistic truck, although it's Lizard branded, in your game. So yeah, I'm gonna be okay with this one. What do you say there, Will?
Oh, I love this mod. I installed it instantly. As soon as I saw that it came out, I'm like, oh.
Snag.
I absolutely love this truck. 5 out of 5 for me. Just to let everyone
Jonah,
know,
what do you have to say? Oh,
he is coming out with an update.
go ahead, Will.
He is coming out with an update for this truck. Just so everyone who's be wondering, is because he's adding a few beds to it. just to let everyone know. So
Nice. See, and there's another reason why I'm totally fine with this mod is because it has the ability to be more than just a truck. You have the ability to put on different attachments, different like a tipper trailer, liquids tanker, kind of like what we get with the 82 Studios and the 82 series trucks that we have access to from like FS22. I think they're working on some of them here for FS25. So it's one of those like you can get those kind of style attachments and stuff like that, and possibly there could be something coming directly from Agrotonio, or there could be other modders that says, hey, can I piggyback off your design and make some kind of attachments and stuff like that. It has happened before. So one of those, looking forward to it. I do like this truck, like I mentioned. Jonah, what do you have to say?
I love this truck a lot. It's for me, it's a 10 out of 10, not a 5 out of 5, because I love it that much. It can be anything I want. It doesn't have to be a pickup truck, which I like. It can be pretty much any truck I need it to be. So it's perfect for me. I love it. I'm using it right now, actually, on my 4 fields.
Ooh, yeah. Gotta love that.
yeah.
All right, so moving on to our... What's...
Real
Go
quick,
ahead.
real quick, before we do move on, I do want to say I am using this and also Roughneck Modding's Cruise Ford F350. I'm using both those on my on that farm build I sent you. So yeah, I'm using both of them on there. So
Nice.
good.
Very nice. Next one we have is the Amazon ZAV 3200. This is a fertilizer spreader that is made by 76 Max. 5.95 megabytes to install, and we have a base price of 25,100 and a capacity of 3,200 liters and a spread width of 42 meters. Wow. Whew. It does say that specifically it is a fertilizer spreader. I'm not sure if this will do fertilizer and lime. I'm going to presume that just because it has the fertilizer that it says what it actually means. That is a fertilizer spreader.
It won't.
Sounds like, will you confirm that it is just fertilizer?
Yep.
There we go. So looking at our base, let's see. Base one we have is the Amazon ZATS 3200. Not sure how this differs from the base game one, but taking a look at the prices. This one starts out 25,100. The ZATS 3200 is 25,000 flat. So you're already saving $100. And 3,200 liter capacity for the V as compared to the TS has 3,200. So again, same volume, slightly higher price, and an additional 6 megabytes to install. I'm just going to stick with the one that's base game. There's nothing that really stands out about this one that makes me would say I'm going to use this one as compared to the base game. I see no difference between the two. There's got to be some kind of difference, maybe an older model or something like that, but all in all, it just looks the same to me. So yeah, I'm just going to stick with the base game. Will, what do you have to say?
I mean, it definitely is a pass for me. I definitely do want to say though that the slightest little change from this and that one, as base game, is there's like 5 or 6 different customizations on this than the base game. There's like nothing. So you do have more customized options. Excuse me. One thing you can do with this is you can actually cut down the working with. So.
Okay, so it's got the adjustable spread width.
Yeah. So.
Nice. Okay, so that is nice, but like I was saying, I don't know if it's really worth the 6 megabytes for that feature alone. Jonah, what do you have to say?
It's a pass for me. I've got me a fertilizer spreader that's no offense better than this, but it's one of those. It's a pass for me. Sorry, I don't want to waste my megabyte space. It's precious on my PC. Limited space. And also, right quick, you won't mind if I give a little shout out right quick, right?
Oh, go for it, bud.
Hey, Mom, glad you're watching.
Love it. Love it.
Yeah.
Moving on to our next one, we've got the Crampy Bandit 750. This is a trailer made by Green Star 3876 and is 3.71 megabytes to install. Starting price point of $51,000 and a capacity of 45,000 liters. So taking a look at our kind of closest comparables, we've got, let's see, at, what did I say, 45,000 liters?
Mm-hmm.
Gonna be the Kaweco Radium 255. Wow, I can talk tonight, y'all. Let's go.
No.
Like I mentioned, 45,000 liters for the capacity on the Crampy mod as compared to the Kaweco's 47,000. So already we're missing out on 2,000 liters for this mod. Then we look at the price comparison, 51,000 for the mod compared to 68,500. Actually, you know what? This is a bad comparable because this only does like your swathables and your like the forageables and stuff.
Yeah.
So sugarcane, grass. Let's skip over that one. Let's look at a better comparable. It's going to be the Crampy Ram Body AS750 Plus. That's going to be a better comparable. So again, 45,000 liters for the Crampy Bandit, the mod here, as compared to 38,600 liters. So already we're gaining almost 12,000 liters, a little over 11,000 liters. And then taking a look at the price for the mod, 51,000 compared to $71,500. So we're going to save a bunch of money for that one. Now, this does fail the $1,000 per 1,000 liter test that I put it through. So that one there is kind of a negative on its part, but it's only 4 megabytes to install. So all in all, it's not terrible. You're not spending like $2,000 per 1,000 liters or anything like that. You're maybe about a 1.2, for every 1,000 liters. It's not that bad. I say, yeah, this would be a good one to install. Why not? Will, what do you have to say?
I mean, if you're a huge fan of the Crampy trailers, then yeah, 100%. I definitely would say go with this. For me, it's a pass. I mean, have it being 4 megabytes, that's pretty good. And it's a pretty close comparable to be 51,000 to 45,000 liters. It is very close in that aspect, but I don't really use trailers like this very often. I mainly use like semi trailers. So this would be a pass for me.
Jonah, what do you think?
It's a pass for me as well. I don't really typically use these trailers and stuff. I use the augers to transfer into a semi trailer, so it's a pass for me. But it's a nice looking trailer. I will give it that. But we have one similar in base game, so is save me some space.
Gotcha. Next one we have is the Unia Rack 1.12. This is a windrower by Nikos 321. 4.78 megabytes to install. We have a starting price point of $2,500 and a working width of 4.3 meters. Required horsepower of 45. So again, taking a look at our comparables, we take a look at our windrowers. Probably going to be the closest thing. Let's see. Yeah, it's going to be the K-Brand GA4731. We've got a starting price point of the Unia here, the mod, of $2,500 compared to $9,000 for the K-Brand. So already you're saving almost 6 and change, 6.5. If we take a look at our working width, we've got a 4.3 for the mod as compared to 4.7 for the K-Brand. So the K-Brand does come out a little bit on top there for the working width, but it's only 0.4 meters, so it's not that much bigger. And then horsepower requirements, the mod requires 45, the K-Brand requires 35. So the base game one is going to save you an extra 10 horsepower. So all in all, for 5 megabytes to install, I'm going to go with the mod. I will absolutely install this because $2,500 for a windrower that is only 0.4 meters smaller. I'm gonna save that $6,500 in order to keep that money. So yeah, I think this is a good one. I'm gonna install this one. Will, what do you think?
That's a pass for me. The biggest reason why is because I don't really use windrowers. It's more of a rotary rake. I mean, if you're starting out small, I would. I don't know. I mean, we have a base game, a couple of them, I think. Yeah, just like at least two of them base game. That are smaller as of like this. But I mean, if you're a huge fan of Unia, sorry, not Unia, by all means, please. I'm not discouraging anyone by getting it. It's just not my style. So it'd be a pass for me.
Gotcha. And Jonah, what about you?
It's unfortunately a pass for me too. I'm also not big into wind rowing, and plus, I mean, if I am going to do wind rowing, I need big. I want it done fast so I can hurry up and bail it because that's what I like doing. I like bailing. I don't know why. I just like bailing. So
Gotcha. Now to catch up with the chat here real quick. Oh, what's that, Will?
Plus, if I mean, because we all know I love using a windrower because you mow, you windrow, and then you pick it up. I always go for a merger though. So
Yes. You are still missing that oxbow there, bud.
I want it so bad.
you can't have it. You can't have it.
I'm gonna fly over to Germany, visit Giants, be like, I want this in the game.
Well,
Yeah.
why don't you use your worker connections and just tell them, hey guys, let's
Oh,
go.
really? Let's do it.
Jokes, just jokes, y'all. He doesn't work for Giants.
No.
Or does he?
Well,
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
I did find something out because I was having a conversation with somebody the other day, and they actually legitimately thought I worked for Giants. I'm not even kidding you. They legitimately called me out and said I worked for Giants. Because I stated
Oh,
that
no.
because
Oh, no.
well because I know for a fact that Giants are coming out with a free content update plus another patch which is going to include more free stuff, plus we're still supposed to get other stuff down the road because they're supposed to be adding stuff in the game through this year and through next year and through the following year. So everything, because I did find out every single thing from the previous game, from every DLC that's Giants related, is coming to this game. So it is coming. I just don't know when. So.
Oh, I gotcha. Oh, that's cool. At least you got something to look forward to.
Yeah, but
Yep.
I just don't like how people keep calling me out saying, you work for Giants, tell us.
I think they're mainly
It doesn't
joking,
help.
like me.
I know that.
Well, yeah, it doesn't help that we sit here and add fuel to the fire and be like, oh, he obviously works for him.
It's
I'll
getting
go
out
put the
there
water
now.
hose on it next time. I'll put the water hose on it next time.
No, it's getting out there now to everybody else because now everyone else is thinking it.
Oh yeah. All right, catching up with the chat here real quick. We got Taco says the Fiat Agri, or no, I read that one already. Says originals and cheaper and better. Gotcha. Let's see. Taco also says, gotta go. Still some work left. Enjoy the stream and good night, everyone. All right, Taco. Well, thanks for stopping in. Hope you enjoyed yourself. You take care, and we'll see you again next time. Jack Riley. Jack, how's it going? Hope you're having a fantastic day so far. Says, yo, how is everyone doing? Fantastic. How are you doing tonight? And I'm all caught up. Will, do you need to catch up?
No. Just kidding.
Single tear. Another one just kind of on the other cheek this time.
Jonah. Jonah's spamming my chat right now saying, number one.
Moving on. We've got the Lizard HS400. This is a sprayer by Holtz FS and is 5.62 megabytes to install. We have a price point of $2,500 and $600 for some reason. Power requirement of 60 horsepower and a working width starting out at 4, 6.5, and 11. We got a capacity of a massive, whopping, outstanding 400 liters. Massive, massive, massive. So as best as I can tell, this is actually a multi-use sprayer. So we have one that will work on your normal fields, going out to 11 meters, but we also have one that'll work in your kind of vineyards and stuff. So it's kind of that fan spray style, which is kind of cool, all things considered, and it only being 6 megabytes to install. All that being said, let's take a look at our comparables. So we've got under our... It's going to be under this. No, there we go, under sprayers. Closest one we're going to have is got to be the Hardy Mega 1200L. That is a... Yes. So, again, taking a look at the price point, $2,500. Not too shabby. It does have that /600. Not sure why. The Hardy Mega starts out at $30,500. So right off the bat, you're saving a ton of money. Well over $25,000 just right off the bat. Horsepower requirement of 60. The Hardy is doesn't say. So there we go. Next one is the working width. So we go from 4 to 11. So again, I'm going to use that 11 meter is going to be the kind of better comparable. Compared to this one going out to 24 meters. So base game does 24, double what we have here for this mod. But the capacities, 400 liters for the mod as compared to 1,200. So all in all, taking a look at the prices and everything all kind of in a vacuum. $2,500 if we were to put that across the working width spectrum. Basically double the price, $5,000 compared to the $30,500 to get the same working width. You're already saving tons more by getting that working width. Even if the price point isn't the $2,500, even if it's just a little bit higher, it's going to be a big price savings compared to the Hardy Mega. Then you take a look at the capacities. Again, it's a 3x increase to the Hardy. So even if you triple the price here, at $7,500, you're still not anywhere close to the $30,000 there. So all of those things taken into account, this mod is better for price per liter. It's better for price per meter. It's just better all the way around. 6 megabytes to install. I say go ahead and install it. And you have something that's multifunctional, being able to use it on your fields or on your vineyards and your row fruits, veggies, things like that. You know what I'm trying to say. Anyways, Will, what do you have to say?
Well, for starters, because I know a lot of people are going to ask this.
Groves, that's the word.
Yeah.
Sorry. Groves was the word I was looking for.
So the tractor used to be a Lizard brand, but you can see here in the fourth picture over, it says Ford. This tractor is coming back as a Ford brand because Giants are accepting Ford tractors. So this will be coming back from 22, but it will be a Ford. So just so everyone know. This is a fantastic starting out sprayer. If you're looking for something that you can start out with, something small, something cheap, bam, like right there. You also were confused on why it says price 2,500 and 600. If you go over to the third screenshot, boom, boom. So the one to the left, which is the vineyard sprayer, that's $600. The other one is the 2,500. So there's two different models in here.
Gotcha. Okay, so that makes sense. So I'm going to presume that the 4 meter working with is for the fan sprayer compared to the boom sprayer can go out to 6.5 starting or be expanded out to 11.
Yes.
Makes sense. Jonah, what do you think?
I think it's good. I think it's good for starting off and everything. I say the only thing that would be nice is maybe to have an option for unreal capacity, since it is so small. But hey, 400 liters. If you want to just refill it a lot, be my guest. But I like it. It's good for starting off.
Unreal capacity. Jonah, how dare you?
I'm kidding. Okay.
Oh, come on, man. I'm just busting you.
Moving on, we've got the
What? I'm being honest.
We got the excavator slash front loader manure grab. This is a front loader tool that by JGW modding, 3.06 megabytes to install, $3,200 to purchase, and 2,800 liter capacity. So this is one of those little manure grabs that we get our hands on. Take a look at our front loader tools. Looking at our kind of manure fork as our kind of base here, the Albert manure fork. 1,000 liter capacity and $1,500 to buy. So right now, this does 2,800 liters. So even if you were to double the price of the Albut, you're getting only 2,000 liters as compared to 2,800, and you're getting a $3,000 price point. So right there, you're getting a slightly better price per liter for this particular attachment as compared to the base game. And you get a couple of additional models there because it does look like it does attach to other implements as well. It says front loader and excavator tool. So you get the excavator like the JCB that's pictured here on screen would work with like the Volvo, I presume, as well. And then also with front loaders. So all in all, less than 4 megabytes to install. I would install this. Why not? It gives you a different option for, mucking out your manure and all that stuff. I think it's kind of a cool little addition there. And again, 2,800 liters as compared to the base game's 1,000, so you get more than almost triple the capacity in one scoop as compared to the base game. So all in all, yeah, I'd do that. Will, what do you have to say?
Well, I mean, for me personally, if I ever use a shovel type thing for manure, I just use a normal bucket. I just because it's just more slots that you gotta take up. I mean, it's definitely something unique because you can use it on an excavator and a front loader, which you don't really you see that much for like a manure fork for an excavator. So I think it's very unique. It's something different, and I like it. It's something unique, and it gives players more options to choose from, which is fantastic.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Jonah, what do you think about it?
I like it. If I was to get into doing cow manure and stuff like that, I would definitely use this. If I'm trying to be realistic, pick it up, put it in a trailer. I think the concept of it is great. So I'll use it if I was into manure. So it's a check mark for me. It's a pass. A good pass.
Excellent, excellent. Next one we have is the Michelito AM19. This is an animal transport trailer by DD Mod Passion, 6.33 megabytes to install, $67,500 for this particular transporter. Now, taking a look at our base, let's see, animal transport, gonna be the Wilson Trailer Silver Star. That's going to be our closest comparable. Now, really, it's going to be difficult to compare anything besides the prices. It doesn't list anything here about what kind of animals it'll take or how many they will take. So, just taking a look at the prices. $67,500 for the Micheletto as compared to $125,000 for the Wilson Trailer Silver Star. So, right off the bat, you are saving almost 60 grand for the prices right there. So even if this cuts the amount of animals that you can hold in half, which I would really struggle to think that would do that, the base trailer holds 12 cows, 36 pigs, and 38 sheep. If this even cuts it in half, half-ish, then hey, we're going to be in the relative price point, scale, kind of in the same ballpark for the scale. So all in all, I like it, and it's only 7 megabytes to install. I would install this. Absolutely. Will, what do you think?
Hey, come on. What up? Oh, there we go. I mean, it definitely gives a different option. I mean, I absolutely love the base game, Wilson Star, so, I mean, I'm always going to use that no matter what. So, that's just my personal opinion, though. I mean, it's definitely another option for people to use, though.
Absolutely. And like I said, I would have a really hard time thinking that this is like even half of the amount of animals that can be fit into this trailer as compared to the Silver Star, because this is a triple axle trailer. The Silver Star is only a dual axle. So I'm going to presume that it's going to be relatively close to what the base game Silver Star holds. Even if it's off by a couple, I mean, you're saving almost half the price with this trailer as compared to the Silver Star. So all in all, yeah, like I mentioned, I would absolutely snag this one up. Jonah, what do you think?
I like it, you know. If I was transporting cows and stuff like that, I'll use it and stuff like that. I think it looks good, and being able to go. If I was, like I say, if I was into transporting cows, I would use it. But I'm not. But I'll use it if I was being realistic. I like it.
Gotcha, gotcha. Let's see. Next one we have here is the Lizard MKS. These are the animal or trailer barrels. There we go. By Landmensch. Taking a look at the comparables, we do have the Lizard MKS-8. So the MKS-8 has a capacity of 8,000 liters and is $25,000. So right off the bat, it looks like this is well in line with what we have here base game, because this is essentially the in-betweensies that we have from the MK8, which is the pull-behind trailer, and the MKS-32, which is the semi-tanker. So all in all, I think this just kind of adds more of a range of what you can have from the base game, Lizard modeling here. I like it. I like this for 11 megabytes to install. As long as this doesn't have like a fixed like input variety, which looks like it does liquid fertilizer, herbicide, silage additive, milk, buffalo milk, goat's milk, water, grape juice, diesel, canola oil, sunflower oil, and olive oil. So this has a pretty good range as to what you can put into it, as well as I presume, okay, water is in the list. I just breezed through it. So yeah, all in all, even the base game stuff will only hold cow's milk, buffalo milk, water, liquid fertilizer, and herbicide. So this does hold additional crop types that are in here. So all in all, I like it, and it gives you a little bit more of a range from what we get from base games. So yeah, I would install this. Will, what do you think?
It's not bad. I mean, for being 11 megabytes, basically, it's not bad at all. I mean, if you like dollies, be my guest. There is another version of the MKS trailer that came out. It was like a while ago. I think it was like a month or two ago, roughly. Where it was dual wheels in the back, and then it was just a straight. There was no dolly in the front. That took exactly.
I remember that.
Took everything. That's just right up here as well. I believe it was like 8 megabytes, so it was a little bit smaller than this. But like I said, if you like dollies, yeah, go right ahead. I do want to say one thing real quick. I did look this up for the previous mod that we were on real quick. It does hold 56 cows, 84 pigs, and it's 96 sheep. So
say that one more time. How many, and how many?
So 56 cows, 64 pigs.
56?
Yeah, 56 cows, 64 pigs, and 96 sheep.
Holy cow. Go download that now. Everybody who's listening here. Seriously. Yeah. Again, the base game Silver Star only holds 12 cows. Yeah. I mean, again, 12 cows, base game Silver Star. 12. You could go from 12 to 56 and spend half the price. Almost half the price. Holy smokes, that's insane.
Half the price and be able to get cows in and out more efficiently.
Yeah. Holy smokes! Thank you for looking that up for us there, Will.
Yeah, no problem.
Going back to the MKS
That's why it's called the
here.
FS Encyclopedia.
That is exactly why. Jonah, what do you think of the MKS?
I like it. I'll definitely use it probably if I was needing to transport stuff around my farm. I use other stuff similar to it, so why can't I use this? I would definitely use it. I would download it. If I wasn't using something else, I like it. So it passes the Jonah test, I guess you'd say.
Beauty. Moving on to the next one, we have the Lizard HL trailer by Holtz FS, 19.25 megabytes to install, and we've got a couple of different trailers here, starting out with the price point of $3,800, $3,800 and a capacity of 8,000 liters. We also have an animal transport trailer for $1,800, and it can hold 5 cows, 8 pigs, 8 sheep, 8 goats. Okay, I don't know why they made the distinction there because they're all in the same. 4 horses and 24 chickens. So that one will hold chickens, which is really nice. And then you've got a camping trailer, can be used as a campsite. I presume sleep trigger, maybe?
No.
No sleep trigger? Well,
No.
then, 1,200. So, I mean, all in all, it comes with the 3 separate trailers. You can kind of, look at the price per 1,000 for the first set, which is the tipper trailer version. Automatically, completely fails the price per 1,000 test that I have, and it's more than double that. So it's actually more than $2,000 per 1,000 liters for the capacities compared to the price. So right there, it's an instant fail. But the redeeming factor is that animal trailer. That animal trailer is $1,800, 5 cows, 8 pigs, 8 sheep/goats, 4 horses, and chickens. So again, taking a look at our base, we have the NOAA TTW 140, $25,000 for that one. So already you're saving almost $23,000+ right off the bat. And you've got a, let's see, 6 cows, 13 pigs, and 13 sheep. So, I mean, even if you were to take a look at that and kind of adjust appropriately, you're only talking 1 cow less, 1 cow, that's it, for $1,800. Again, saving quite a bit of money. 8 pigs compared to 13 from base model here, so you're only losing out on, 5 pigs and 5 sheep? I mean, boo-hoo. Save that money, and you can take horses, and you can take chickens. So, I mean, all in all, that animal trailer right there is almost worth the 20 megabytes that this one takes up, even though the price points are way off on the trailer itself, the tipper trailer. So, oh man, that one there really is hard for me. It's really hard for me to write this one off because of that price point, or because of that animal trailer. That animal trailer is kind of special to me. So all in all, yeah, I would install this. I think I would install this. Will, what do you think?
Well, I think that, if you're definitely starting out small and you want to work your way up, download this. Especially for the trailers and everything else. It's also with the animal trailer too, like what BG said. It's worth it, especially if you're starting out small. The camper is just there. You can open up the door. By opening it up, you can open up a couple windows. You can actually enter it like a vehicle, and you can actually see yourself sitting in there. And then you can also go first person, so you can look around. But there is no sleep trigger, so just keep that in mind. For me, if we're starting out from scratch and working your way up for something small, yeah, I would install this.
Gotcha. And Jonah, what about you? What do you think?
I would also install this if I was going to start off and everything, start off small and everything. And cool, I can go camping in this if I want to. I don't have to go buy a big camper. I can buy this and keep out in the woods. But I'll download this. It's affordable for starting off.
Gotcha. Next thing we have is the pigsty and chicken barn package. by Roger is 22.01 megabytes to install. The pigsty has a price of $30,000 and the chicken barn $10,000. We can fit 20 pigs and 50 chickens in their pens respectively. So as we can see, we do have pretty highly detailed buildings. It does have that kind of dilapidated, really rundown look. I like that. Definitely has that kind of look and feel that's only going to fit in on very specific maps. So that's unfortunate. It does have that kind of almost European vibe to it. So again, it's going to be, find the appropriate map for this to fit into it. But like I said, it does have that really nice, highly detailed look to it. You've got kind of the staining on the walls on the inside. You've got the kind of stucco on the outside that's flaking off. You got the nice barn, like storage loft on top of them. It's nice. I think all in all, for 22, almost 23 megabytes, I would install this, absolutely. And if we take a look at our comparables, again, taking a look at, let's see, our animals. Starting with our pigs. Let's start there. There we go. Let's see. We can hold 20 pigs, so really is not a good comparable. So we're going to have to look at the just normal pigsty. That can hold 50 pigs and is $67,000. So you're going to save over $30,000. It's going to be $37,000 right off the bat. But you are going to lose out on 30 pigs. So essentially, you double the price. You're getting up to $60,000, and then you still have a little bit of wiggle room still from there. So it's really in line with what the base game has. The chicken barn can hold 50 at 10,000. So let's take a look at that one. Let's see. Looking. Really, closest one we have is going to be the chicken coop. 30 chickens can be held in that, and it's $4,400. So you're only 20 chickens off with the base game one as compared to this one, and the price point there is $4,400, like I mentioned. So even if you doubled the price point, the quote unquote the capacity and price point, you're going to get $8,800, and you're going to have room for 60. So you can buy 2 of these base game ones and still have more chickens than what this pack is going to offer. So all in all, it does look nice. It does have a nice little look and feel to it. I'm actually going to kind of steer away from this one, just because the incentives for this pack is not there. The prices, the amount of animals that it holds, it's just not there for me. So, Will, what do you think?
Well, it looks extremely nice, exactly like what you were saying. I feel like this would fit perfectly on Sri. For me, it would definitely be a pass. Only it doesn't hold enough animals, but I mean, you'd think for a barn this size, so that's pretty accurate. That, like I said, it looks really good, highly detailed. I know the slot count is kind of high on it. That I do know. But other than that, be pass for me.
Jonah, what do you think?
It's a pass for me as well. It looks nice and everything, but A1, not my style of building and everything. And since base game can hold more animals, I'm more likely to choose base game over this because it can hold more at a better pricing. So I'm not going to install it. It's a negative pass for Jonah.
Gotcha. Again, going back to the chat real quick, we got Ken says, sorry, Will, but the Oxbow merger is just a fancier version of a windrower. LOL.
Don't mock that, Ken.
Don't pick the hornet's nest.
Nope. Can't do that. Farmer Donkey, how's it going? Hope you're having a fantastic day so far. Says, hey, BDD and chat. Hey, Farmer Donkey. Do you have anybody you need to catch up with?
Mope.
Do you read me, Will? You need me?
The what?
He's asking if you want him to spam your chat.
No, it's all right.
Okay.
All right, moving on. We've got the Polish Brick Cowshed. This is by Radix Games and is 14.81 megabytes to install. Price point for the cowshed is $25,000 and will hold 20 cows. We also have one with a pasture on it for $30,000, so additional 5 grand. That'll hold 30 cows. So taking a look again at our animals here and cows. Let's see. Does this hold just beef or does this hold dairy? Looks like dairy will be in here as well. So just based on the screenshot there at the end. So taking a look at our closest dairy one would be the Horman Cow Barn has a capacity of 50 cows compared to the biggest one here at 30 and will cost you a whopping $254,000. So yeah, this will save you a ton of money, and you could buy 2 of these and still have a ton of money left over to put towards something else. I mean, a ton of money. You would spend 60 grand compared to the 254,000. So you're basically almost saving 200 grand, and you're getting 10 additional cows by buying 2 of these barns. So all in all, I like that. 15 megabytes to install with this highly detailed. You got the brick patterns, multiple brick layers, kind of interlaced amongst it. You got the ivy growing on the side of it. You've got the opening doors and for the bay there. It is small. It is very much built for a small farm. So keep that in mind. All in all, it does have that kind of look of a European style, so it's going to fit in a very specific map style. I like it. I think this is definitely worth an install, especially for that price point. So all in all, yeah, I'd install this. Will, what do you think?
Well, for me, it'd be a pass. I mean, if I was putting on Sri Lanka or something and I was doing something small, then yeah. But the big reason why I say this would be a pass. I mean, the megabyte storage is great, especially for the amount of detail you're getting. And B2D probably already knows the reason why. Who's it by? Radix Games.
Mm-hmm.
The slot count I know on this is above 40.
Oh yeah.
So,
Well, I mean, you just look at the second screenshot here. You see all the kind of the tire and the plastic catch can,
yeah.
like all the tools along the side there. I mean, you got tons of detail. You got the ivy that's creeping up and down the brickwork there. It's tons and tons and tons of detail, and it's an awesome little mod, awesome looking. Sorry, go on.
I'm just saying that it would definitely be a pass for me though.
Gotcha. Jonah, what do you have to say?
I'd say it's a pass for me. I think it looks nice, but still not my style of building, so it's a pass for me.
Gotcha. Next one we have is the Garage for Machinery. It's a medium Polish shed by Radix Games, 8.76 megabytes to install, $25,000 to buy. So kind of in the same vein as the last building, it basically, I think, is supposed to kind of pair along with it. Looks very sharp, got tons of detail on the inside, probably very high in the slot count. Gonna just throw that one out there right away. But it looks great. It looks fantastic. So again, copy and paste everything I said from the previous one. Yeah, I would absolutely install this if you have the map that fits it. Will, what do you say?
I could not agree any bit more. I mean, it would definitely be a pass for me, unless if you're on a map, which, I mean, for a lot of his stuff, I know Zalanka would be a perfect fit. But if you're not on that map, I mean, you could use it on a different map, but it just wouldn't fit right. So it'd be a pass for me.
And Jonah, what do you think about it?
It's a pass for me as well. I think it looks nice, but I'll say it again, not my style of building. So, fortunately, it's a pass for me.
Next one we have is the UK style grain shed by JGW Modding. This is 12.48 megabytes to install and $65,000 to purchase. Again, we've got another building that's very highly detailed, is a cavernous building for you to be able to place down all your crops inside of. I like it for 13 megabytes to install and $65,000 to buy. Again, this is going to be kind of a more European style building. So, if it fits your map, then fantastic. I would absolutely install it if I was on a map that it fit on. Will, what do you think?
I agree. Oh, I feel like that this UK style grain shed would work perfect on this new on the fishing highlands or island fishing map. The new map coming with the expansion. I feel like this would fit perfect with that. It also fit really good on Oxygen David's map as well. It's I haven't tested it out, so I don't know if the grain bleeds to the sides or not. So I do not know that. So, I mean, other than
It
that,
does look like you can have a version with a partition wall in it as well. So,
yeah, but
yeah, one version with a partition, the other doesn't.
yeah, I just don't know if it bleeds or not. I
Yep.
know. I mean, like let's just say for example, well, when that new map comes out, which I will be playing on it because it looks absolutely fantastic from Giants, I would probably use this. But as of right now, I'd pass. But when that comes out, I would definitely use it.
I gotcha. Jonah, what do you think?
I like it. If I played on UK style maps, I would definitely download this. I think it's unique, storing grain inside, it's not a silo, it's a building. I think it's unique storing the grain inside because essentially to me it's shed, what you usually put tractors in. So I would download it if I was using a UK map. I actually like it.
I mean, looking at the screenshots that they provided, because you can see on screenshot number 4, they have, what looks to be potentially wheat and barley just kind of stacked up next to each other there. I mean, it doesn't look like they're bleeding through or anything like that, but again, like Will was saying, it's something that would need to be tested just to make sure. I mean, yeah, all in all, I agree with the fellas here. Next one, we've got the Cinder Block Farm by Consi, 26.87 megabytes to install, and it looks like we have a few different things here. Starting out with a pigsty with the workshop for $60,000, a barn for $40,000, a farmhouse for $75,000, and a chicken barn, aka hen house, for $4,000. Now, unfortunately, it doesn't tell us any of the specifics about how many animals it holds or anything like that. But I will say, does look like you can go inside of the house. Am I wrong about that, Will?
You cannot go inside the house, no.
Well, there you go. So 27 megabytes to install. You do get 1, 2, 3, 4 separate buildings. So that's nice. If you want the people to have a farm that kind of all ties and is cohesive together, then this is an option for you. For me personally, I'm going to pass on this. Because again, you're all in at 75. Let's see, 130, 170. So all in for this whole kind of kit, you're talking $180-ish thousand dollars, and yeah, it's gonna fit into a very specific style of farm. So it looks like again a kind of European style farm. If it fits, it fits. But 170,000, you can't go into the house, and you've got the kind of overall kind of aesthetics. This one's going to be a pass for me just because of the size and all of the aforementioned stuff. So, Will, what do you think?
Well, I can tell you right now. So the chicken pen holds 20 chickens. That I can tell you, which doesn't really seem like a whole lot. I mean, for a small, I mean, all the buildings look absolutely fantastic. Don't get me wrong. I know that the garage can be entered. I know that.
Okay.
As well.
So just real quick, looking at the comparables for the chickens, base game one, like I mentioned before, is $4,400, and you will hold 30 chickens. This is $4,000, and it'll hold 20 chickens. So for an extra $400, I can get an extra 10 chickens. I'm going to go with the base game one. And again, you have to download this as a pack. You're getting everything. Yeah, no, I'm just going to say skip this one again, as I mentioned before. Did you have anything else to add there, Will?
Yeah, the pigsty holds 8.
8?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah, it's a pass for me.
Yeah, a hard pass. Because, again, looking at that $60,000, the base game one, $67,000, and that will hold 50. So, yeah, hard pass. Hard pass.
Yeah, 8.
John, what do you think?
It's also a hard pass for me. I admit the buildings look nice. I do like the cinder block style, but really, it's like none of the stuff really, piques my interest in anything. So it's a pass for me.
One thing I will kind of quote unquote gripe about is that this is called the Cinder Block Farm. And you take a look at that chicken coop there.
It's wooden.
That is clearly not cinder block.
Yeah.
How dare
They
you?
lie.
How dare you? Lies.
Negative 1 point.
I'm just playing. Just playing. All right, moving on. We've got the Zelanka Houses by Rajo G Play, 0.66 megabytes to install, and we have 3 red brick houses, 3 mixed style houses, and 4 old style timber houses. Price range from 25,000 to 65,000. If you're playing on Zelanka, here you go. Or you're playing on a Zelanka-esque style map, this will be a good one for you. For me personally, only being 0.66 megabytes for less than a megabyte, I mean, it's not bad. It's not bad. But me, I'm gonna skip this one. I don't need the houses that badly in order to play on other maps. But this is a really good option. So for me personally, I'm gonna skip this one. But I could absolutely see people installing this and using this on other maps to get that kind of nice, kind of Polish style. So all in all, yeah, pass. But I can be talked into this one. Will, what do you think?
Oh. For starters, you can't go inside to any of them. The second thing is 0.66 megabytes to download. I think that's absolutely fantastic. If you're playing on like a European map, and you want to build your own farm and you want something that that kind of gives you that European vibe, definitely install this. It's only 0.66 megabytes to download, and you get a bunch of houses. So, and if you don't really care about going inside the house or not, you just want to place it down somewhere to sleep and then go, yeah, by all means. I mean, it'd be a pass for me, but yeah, I would definitely install this.
Jonah, what do you think?
It will be a pass for me for well, but if I wasn't to this style of houses, or the map they're going, it's under 1 megabyte, and that's good. You get a lot of houses for under 1 megabyte, which is hard to do. So the modder did a good job on making this small with all the houses on it. So, but it's a pass for me, but I do like the style of the houses.
Gotcha. Next one we have is the Hauer XB pack. This is by Ben, 3.56 megabytes to install. We have the Hauer XB Bionic one. Oh, what's that?
You're starting on a new day.
How dare I? The let's see. The 8th. Oh yeah, okay. Well, let's hit the brakes. Let's pump them for just a second. What was your favorite mod from the 10th? Will, what do you say?
For me, it would have to be a tie. Honestly, it would definitely have to be a tie between the Lizard Silver 3500 and the Class Arion 600.
Gotcha. Jonah, what about you? What's your favorite from the 10th?
Mine had to be the pickup truck. I really love the pickup truck a lot.
The Silver 3500. Well, I am going to go ahead and break away from the pack. I'm going to blaze my own trail, and I'm going to go with the Micheletto AM19 Animal Trailer. I'm sorry, but if you can go from, what was it, like some ridiculously small number of cows
12.
all the way up to like 60 cows?
12
Yeah,
to
12 to
56.
60. Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. And at half the price, you know what? I take that back. Sorry, not sorry.
That was in second place for me. That was in
Yeah.
second place for me. That's my secondary.
I got you. I got you. But yeah, DD Mod Passions made an absolutely. I think it looks brilliant. I like that it does have that kind of offset color scheme to it. And I mean, again, you're getting that much extra capacity for that much less of a price. I say this one is my favorite by far. So now,
Now we
how
can
about
move
we
on
move
to
on to the Hour XP pack from the 8th of July. Again, starting out by Ben, 3.56 megabytes to install. The Hour XP Bionic 150 is $8,500 and a needed horsepower of 120. We also have the XP Bionic 190, $9,000 and a required horsepower of 180. So the two front loaders that we have as available here. And take a look at our front loaders here in base game. It'll be right here. So do we have? Really doesn't. Oh no, wait. Never mind. Ignore that one. So the closest one we're gonna have is the. Hey, wait a minute. These are in base game already. Yeah, these are in base game already. We have the XP 150 as well as the XP 190. Same price point, same everything. Now, it does say configuration connectors 2 and 4. So my guess is it's going to give you kind of the more realistic looking style hookups for your implements and stuff like that. So all in all, that's nice. For 4 megabytes, I'm going to skip it. I'm going to skip it because we got them base game. I don't need to configure it that badly in order to take up 4 megabytes. I can use that 4 megabytes somewhere else. Will, what do you think?
There's only one thing to say is I agree with you. That's a pass for me.
Jonah?
It's a pass for me. I agree with y'all. If we have a base game, why do I need to download it again?
Triple pass. Moving on. We've got. This one was a monster to pronounce. Fraunstetten? This is a European map by Yogi, 480.91 megabytes to install. This one requires a fair bit. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 mods in total. So similar to the first one that we went over. It requires the placeable hedges, the bunker silo set modular, the floor plane weighing station, modular house set, the modern pigsty, the cowshed with garage, the system hall, crone trailer pack, and the big garage 20x30. Now, I do not recall off the top of my head what I gave this as a rating, but
Give it a 4.
if I remember right, it was up there.
Yeah, you
Cannot remember completely.
You gave it a 4 because originally you gave it a 4.5, but the reason why you gave it a 4 is because the pig size, when you go to delete them, there's still these remnants of the buildings there.
That's right. That's right. Again, big shout out to Jody for pointing that one out to me. I completely forgot about that. You are 100% right there, Will. It is a nice map. It has definitely got a very nice look to it. And I am a huge fan of Yogi and their maps. They are very highly detailed. They've got, very nice undulations, very toned down color palette, so you're not getting the huge pops of color to make it feel like a cartoon. I think Yogi does a really good job, and it has a really good setup on their farms to where, they're kind of a good kind of arrangement for the different styles that you can see around the world. So all in all, I did like this one and would have been, as Will said, a higher grade of 4.5, but because the pig barns that are located right here on the map, so where I'm kind of circling the mouse, if you delete them, it creates big divots in the ground and it leaves remnants very similar to how the Oak Bridge Farm map, when you deleted the cow barn there at that particular farm, it would leave the kind of floating walls and kind of ink stains and things like that. So all in all, very nice map. Think it was a good job, but definitely needs an update. Will, what do you think?
I love it. I absolutely love this map. I think I agree with you. I gave it a 4. I gave it a 4 for 2 reasons. Number 1, 9 required mods. Come on, man. enough with these required mods. And two, for the Pixie issue, if I remember correctly, it never left an indent in the ground. It just left like fragments of the building there. Because I know that I did watch your map tour on it. So, other than that, it's a
So
beautiful.
there were the two pig barns that were almost side by side.
Mm-hmm.
It was the pig barn on the right that had a divot in the ground after deleting it.
Okay, I didn't notice that one. I mean, other than that, it was a fantastic, outstanding map. Like, great color scheme. Yeah, it wasn't necessarily flat, but it wasn't super hilly, which was nice. It had a great layout. Starting farm, it had built-in productions as in the starting farm, which I think is great. I mean, it would definitely be like a 4.8 for me, or pretty close to a 5. You know, I mean, okay, so I'll give it like a 4.5 if that issue got fixed with the pick side barns. Now, if he went through and only put like 2 required mods in, I would rate it a 5. So,
And one other thing I will add, the one thing that I do like about this is that it's got that really nice open feel to it. As you're driving down the road, you see there, especially on this map overlay here, you can see like there's tons of fields that are right next to each other. So it's got that wide open feel, but because of the undulations on the map, it feels like there's not as much room to look out, kind of thing. So it's one of those where it really just has a really nice kind of feel to it. Sorry, I had to cough there. But Jonah, what do you think?
I like it, I really do. Let's say for me, I like field sites and stuff like that. Like I said, the only thing is the required mods and stuff like that does tend to get to some of us, and is like if there's only 1 or 2, it's okay. But when you're getting to be about that size, it gets a little annoying. But I like it.
yeah.
Gotcha. Again, catching up with the chat here, we got Farmer Donkey says there are good looking, but I agree. I wouldn't have. It would have to be on the right map. So referring back to one of the previous buildings that we were looking at. Ken says that if those are bionic, doesn't mean it costs $6 million, LOL. Referring to the Hauer XP pack. I mean, bionic always adds a couple of zeros.
Yeah.
And Farmer Donkey with a couple of LOLs. Love it. Will, do you need to catch up?
Yeah. Jasper, the farmer ghost, says, "Hey, what up, Will T? What's going on, Jasper?"
Excellent. Moving on, we've got the Kloss Jaguar 800 series. This is a forage harvester by EED123. We got a file size of 113.44 megabytes to install. A price point for the 820-880 of 100,000, power 310, and a capacity of 550 liters. I presume that's for the silage additive. The 830-900 is 140,000, 321 horsepower, and 920 liter capacity. Well, actually, that might not be the silage additive. That might be fuel.
Did your screen cut off? Because I can't seem to get it.
So the 920 is for fuel. It holds 60 liters of silage additive for both.
Gotcha. What'd you say there, Jonah?
Did your screen cut out? Because I can't get it to load, and it shows like the Agribusness at 1 hour and 34 minutes. Stream 2 minutes ago.
Oh, what the? YouTube, you are really starting to upset me.
You're welcome. I've noticed, like, hey, I think we come out better.
It did. It just completely tanked. What is going on?
Well,
Are you still streaming?
Oh my! I'm streaming over on Rumble, but I'm not streaming on YouTube.
Ooh.
maybe
It just
there's
cut
something up with Rumble.
No, I
Maybe
mean,
just-
It's only YouTube that crashed. Let me, darn it, let me reestablish that. Go ahead and pick it up for me real quick, and I'll get this back up and running.
So to continue with that, so you have the Kloss PU300 HD pickup, which is a grass pickup header. You have a price tag of $22,000, working with the 3 meters. And then you have the Kloss RU450, which is a corn header. You have a price tag of $30,000. You have a horsepower requirement of 335, working with a 4.5 meters. Then you have the Kloss RU600, which is another corn header, which you have a price tag of $46,000. You have a horsepower requirement of 410 and working with a 6 meters. I love this mod. I was so happy when this came out. I was so happy. This is a great starting out forage harvester. Like, if you want to use the self-propelled forage harvester, get this one. It's absolutely fantastic.
That's it. I'll go ahead and say I like it. You know, watching your stream with it looks nice and everything. Not necessarily my cup of tea, but I think it looks cool, and I'll probably download it if I was into chopping and stuff like that.
Yeah, I'm absolutely massive into just kind of like it. It actually says the Jaguar 800 model series had an advanced premiere with a small production or pre-production run in 1993 from the 1994 season. So basically, it started production in 1994, like fully started going out. So absolutely love it. Love that mod. Let's see here. Is BDD still there?
I think he's working on trying to get his stream back up.
I am here. I'm just trying to, I'm trying to get this back up and running. All right.
Bad YouTube.
I apologize.
Bad YouTube.
Yeah, I apologize, everyone. I don't know what happened. I don't know why all of a sudden the stream just cut out there. Everything was fine on the other end, but for some reason YouTube has been really flaky here the past couple of streams, and it's starting to anger me.
YouTube.
Come on, YouTube. You gotta be better than this.
Well, what really upsets me is YouTube is supposed to be like the big dog. Like they are the biggest game in town, and all of a sudden, like I've got 2 major crashes in the span of 2 streams.
Exactly.
Completely taken down the entire stream, and now I have to restart the stream under a new title and all that stuff. It's ridiculous. And here we are, just completely rocking and rolling over on Rumble. It has no problem whatsoever. And I don't know. I don't get it.
YouTube's
I don't
jealous.
understand.
YouTube's jealous.
Wait a minute. What happened?
Uh-oh.
Okay. Nope. We're good. Okay. Anyways.
Well, do you have any thoughts about the Kloss?
So 114 megabytes to install is a huge commitment. That's a lot of space. But you are getting quite a bit of harvester for this. So taking a look at our harvesters here in base game, we have the cheapest and smallest one is the Fent Katana, $469,500. So even at the bigger volume, the 830-900 is $140,000. You're saving over $300,000 from this very basic introductory one, and this takes silage additive. So I think, base game 1 does this as well. So I mean, all in all, this is a one worth considering. Simply because, I mean,
I'll be right back.
Your savings. Okay, you're saving so much money. You're saving a ton of money. But is it worth that 114 megabytes? That's going to be the trade off for some people. For me personally, I probably am going to skip this one. But all in all, I can understand it. I can completely understand this one, just because of that huge cost savings. So moving on, because Jonah, you already said your what you thought
Yeah, I
about this,
did.
correct?
I did.
Okay.
I did.
So, oops, moving on, we've got the Fiat 160 180 90 DT series by Premium Power. This is a medium tractor, 7.71 megabytes to install, $63,500 to buy, 160 horsepower. Now, I believe this is again one that we do have in base game. So let's take a look under medium tractors. Yep, this is one we have in base game. So again, it looks like the whole thing we have here are the opening up of the hood vents and the doors, things like that. Animations, the rear window can be open and closed with the mouse. The roof can be open and closed. The left door can be open and closed. But I will say for 8 megabytes, that's actually not bad. Why is it that this tractor here is so much smaller for the animation that you're getting compared to the other ones? That's one thing I want to kind of point out in regards to this. Everything else is the same. The price point is the same, power is the same, the whole 9 yards. It's just that this one has animations. So why can this one be so much smaller compared to the other ones? I like that. I do like that. And it's a more approachable file size than the 20s and 30s and 40s and 50s that we get from other, base game remodels. So all in all, I'd be okay with this one. I absolutely would be okay with this. Um, but I can also be kind of convinced of, hey, 8 megabytes I can be used, somewhere else because we got it in base game. Will, you still going or? All right, Jonah, what about you? What do you think about this one?
If being less on the megabyte side and stuff. I like the idea of the doors opening and everything, and since it's not as much, I'll download this because I like it. It's just it always takes up too much space, but since it's not as much, I'll download this. So I like it.
Gotcha. Let's see. Moving on to our next one, we have is the this one was the Kristinka? Whatever that word is, by Gamer Samo. This is a small tractor, 37.38 megabytes to install. We have a horsepower starting out at 40. Massive. We're going to move the world with that one. And a price point of $5,000. So very, very cheap, but also very, very small. uh, Really, the only kind of base game comparable we have is going to be the Landini Rex 4 GT. So the price point of the mod here is 5,000 compared to the Landini's 39,500. So you're saving quite a bit, almost $35,000 compared to that one. You also have a horsepower of 70 for the Landini compared to the 40 that this one holds. So all in all, you're only missing out on 30 horsepower, but you are only spending $5,000. Now, where I'm kind of put off by this one is the near 40 megabytes to install this one. You are getting a puny tractor for a high megabytes. So for me, this is going to be a pass because of that. What do you think there, Jonah?
I like it. Like say it's small. Like say, yeah, we're totally moving the world with the 40, 40 horsepower. But $5,000, like if you're wanting something cheap and just something to pull around, just a couple of grain trailers, I'll use it. But it's a pass for me. Small, too small.
Gotcha. Catching up with the chat here real quick. We got Farmer Donkey saying hello again. I do apologize, everyone. I don't know why the stream cut out there before, but here we are on the stream. Hopefully everything is
Leave us
going to be
alone, Claus. Leave us alone.
right. Exactly. I don't know what is going on. Uh, let's see. Yeah, I don't know. Don't know what's going on. We got Ken saying, "Darn it, Kloss, leave a stream alone." Isn't that right? Absolutely. Farmer Donkey says, "Fingers crossed." Absolutely, fingers crossed. Here's hoping. Gaming with JJ. How's it going, JJ? Hope you're having a fantastic day so far. Moving on, we have the let's see, the Valentini Diablo series by SMI Modding Team.
I'm back.
We have the awesome file size of 23.95 megabytes to install. These are a set of power arrows. The Diablo 4000 4 meters at $30,100 and a horsepower requirement of 140, and the 5000 5 meters 34,600 and 160 horsepower required. If we take a look at our power heroes here, base game, we have, let's see, 4 meter. Closest one we're going to have is the Horse Credo 3. That is a 3 meter working width. So comparing it to the 4 meter, we're already starting out with an extra meter of length there. Taking a look at the prices, the Horse Credo is only $14,000 compared to the $30,100. So right off the bat, you're saving over half the price with the base game horse as compared to this one. And then if we take a look at the horsepower required, 140 for the Diablo as compared to 115 for the horse. So all in all, I'm going to go with the base game one. I'm just going to stick with that one because, I mean, 24 megabytes to install, you're spending, almost double the base price, and you're not getting double the working with or anything like that. That's going to be a pass for me. Will, what do you think?
For me, using Power Hero, I would definitely pass on this because, I mean, for me, I don't know about anyone else, but I personally prefer to use the base game Bednar, the 8 meter. I mean, yes, it does require like 300 and something horsepower, I think. But definitely way better than this bigger 8 meters.
Gotcha. And Jonah, what do you think?
It's a pass for me. I don't typically use this for anything, so pass for me, and I would just use base game if we have it.
Alrighty. Next one we have is the Lizard GA18. This is a belt system by JD Modding ARG. 4.46 megabytes to install, $8,000 to purchase. So we've got ourselves a little auger system here. So very, very nice. All in all, for 5 megabytes to install, $8,000, it's not a bad price, especially when you take a look at our comparables. Probably the closest one we have would be probably is going to be the Meridian TL1239. That is $14,500 as compared to the $8,000. This one does appear to have a little bit bigger of a range for the mod here. It does look like it gets a bit bigger, 18 meter long, comfortable work with sheds. So yeah, you can see it does get pretty high up there compared to the Meridian. It doesn't look like it gets that high. That really is more of an output for your silos and stuff like that. So it's meant to be kind of, loading into trailers into taking out of your silos rather than putting into it. This one looks like it can do both. So all in all, I like it. I think this is a nice one for 5 megabytes to install and $8,000 to buy. If you like to use those kind of silo bins where you got to manually load and unload from it, this is a good option for you. Will, what do you think?
I agree 100%. I got this. I absolutely love this one over the base game because the base game one, you can't really put inside, the bin, but you can take out and put inside of a trailer. This you can do both. So it's absolutely fantastic. So all you need is just one. You don't need two. So I absolutely think that's a win-win. Honestly, in my book.
100%. Jonah, what do you think?
I really do. Like say, I dabbled into unloading stuff, manually and stuff, and I'm not very good at it, but I do like it because it is, more realistic and this being an affordable option. So I would definitely download this if I was good. at unloading manually, but I'm not really that good.
Gotcha. Moving on to our next one here, we've got the Lizard Bulk Liquids Silo and Trailer Pack. This is by Scandinavian Viking Mod. Rebuilds team is 19.06 megabytes to install. And this is a large silo system. We've got the first one here for $231,000. We can have the capacities of all bulk, field fruits, and liquids. Grain bin will hold, what is that, 1.486 million? Yeah, 1,486,000 liters of capacity. Liquids will hold 986,000. Methane bin will hold, is that 1, 2, 3,
1 million.
4, 5? Is it, yeah, so no, 1, 2, 3, 4, 100,000 for your methane. And then also has incoming for forage, silage, chaff, grass, hay, straw bales, and snow is converted into outgoing digest state. Incoming cotton, wood chips, and bales is your outgoing for loose product. You also have the animal barrels version of this with the MKS 32 for 12. No, that's 120,000. Yeah, $120,000, and the MKS 8 for 34,000 will hold all your liquids and methane. So this is kind of going in conjunction with the ability to have methane as an output, and it will also come with the Crampy trailer for $71,500. It'll hold all your bulk field fruits, including cotton, and that'll hold 38,600 liters or 44,500 liters. So all in all, this adds a bunch of stuff to the actual kind of silo system. So this is liquids, solids, and your kind of specialized crops in the methane as well. So really nice overall. I do like this. It also adds several trailers and stuff. And when you consider it's less than 20 megabytes to install, and you get all this stuff, you get these 3 trailers right here, as well as the humongous silo system that will take bales and all that stuff as a input as well. I like it. I like this a lot. So yeah, I would install this one absolutely. Will, what do you think?
For me, it'd be a pass. Honestly, I don't know. I mean, I do like how it can take bales and stuff like that. But if I want to, because I know some people are like, oh, cool, bale storage, but it actually chops it up, makes it into loose. I mean, if I want to put a bale storage, I'll put it in right, just a normal bale storage. So, I mean, don't get me wrong, it's a great mod, especially for less than 20 megabytes. Somebody would really like this. So, for me, it'd be a pass.
Yeah, what I like about it too is that it will hold the liquids. So you have like this all-in-one system where you've got a place to store your solids, your liquids, I mean, everything, all right in one location. You don't have to sit there and have, oh, well, here's a silo for my grains, here's a silo for my liquids, here's another silo for my solid fertilizer, here's one for my herbicide, here's one, like all this. Like, you don't have to have all those individual components strewn about your entire farm. You can have this one massive unit right here, and it's going to handle everything. Jonah, what do you think?
I love it precisely for the reasons you just gave. It's I can put all my stuff I need in this one area, so it's just quicker. So I'm like now I'm going to run all over my farm to say, well, I need to offload my grain. Oh, I need to refill my fertilizer, all this stuff. It's just perfect. Everything's all in one spot, and it's easy access, just like that.
Absolutely. Next one we have is the Old Grain Dryers by Agribusness, 28.82 megabytes to install, and we have a set of silos starting out at 48,000, ranging up to $72,000, and a capacity range of 170,000 to 325,000. We also get a couple extensions here with a price range of 14,000 to 18,000 and a capacity increase of 94,000 to 170,000. So all in all, this one here is going to be a pass for me. I'm going to come right out and say it. For almost 30 megabytes to install, it's very highly detailed. Very, very highly detailed. But again, it's got that very specific look to it. It looks, I believe this is like a Finnish style, if I'm
Mm-hmm.
not mistaken. So it's one of those, yeah, driver from the Nordics. So yeah, it's definitely got that very specific style. It looks fantastic, and if you've got a map that this will fit into, then absolutely, all day, all night, install it. But again, that file size for almost 30 megabytes, it's going to be a pass for me just because of the file size and all that. Like I previously mentioned. Will, what do you think?
Me, a pass. Pass right off the bat. I mean, don't get me wrong, absolutely fantastic. I mean, if you're playing on a map it fits on and you like it, great, go for it. But for me personally, it's gonna be a pass. Am I cutting in and out for you or no?
You sound
I
good
don't
on
think
my
so.
end.
Yeah.
Because BDD's cutting in and out like crazy on my end, so I don't know.
Yeah, I'm noticing that too, Dave. A little bit.
Am I cutting out for y'all?
A little bit.
Yeah,
Oh my goodness. I wonder what's.
yeah, because for like
I wonder
one,
if I need to.
because for like 1 minute you'll be fine, and then it'll cut out, and then I'll believe be like, yeah, this shit is awesome. You know, go, hey, what's up going on, guys? Like it would just catch up. So,
That's weird. I wonder if I'm having some kind of internet issues or something. I wonder if I need to
Probably some
restart.
internet use. So, like I'd say afterwards reset your internet. That usually helps.
Yeah, if I wasn't midstream, I'd restart and just see if that fixed it. But
Just unplug and restart. Fix 50% of your problem.
yeah,
hey,
exactly.
hey, it sounds like me the other
Exactly.
day.
Well, hopefully I'm able to be coming through to the stream to everybody out there right now. So if anybody's listening to the chat, just let me know if it seems like anything's funky coming from my end to the stream's end. I'd greatly appreciate that. But I mean, as best as I can tell, based on uh, like the analytics that I'm seeing, it looks like everything's going out on my end. Yeah,
And
actual
what
stream
JJ
health
said seems fine on his end.
seems fine to me. Okay, cool. Well then, yeah,
Hmm.
if we'll just keep on going and just power through the rest of this, I guess.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, because I'm not seeing anything that anything else I can do on the fly at least. All right, moving on. And actually, speaking of gaming with JJ, let me catch up with the chat here real quick. Let's see. JJ says that he's doing well. What are you up to tonight? I'm up to Agribusiness tonight. Love it. Glad to hear that you're doing well. Farmer Donkey says, well, take care. I'm heading to the bed. Got to work in the morning. All right, Donkey, thank you so much for coming out here tonight, hanging out with us. Hope you have yourself a fantastic rest of your day. We'll see you next time. Gaming with JJ says later. Donkey and says, seems fine to me. Excellent. All right. What about you, Will? You got to catch up?
Ken says the crown number 3, so top fan number 3, evidently. Says, hey Jasper, can you please tell Klaus leave BDD alone?
Yeah, Klaus, good. That was internet.
I got to cough real quick. Much better. Much better. Anyways, next one we have is the Cow Barn Dairy Production. This is by Biggins and is 13.31 megabytes to install, $125,000 to purchase, and has room for 250 cows. Now, this one I am going to read from the description real quick. It says, a cow barn with the internal dairy production and manure storage. The storage for the husbandry is separate from the production, so the ingredients will need to be transported a very short distance to use in the production. Manure is generated automatically. If straw is added, it is recommended to use the pallet blocker with the making recipe with ingredients that have storage, as the pallets will keep spawning unless you block them. Solar panels optional with monthly revenue. So yeah, this is not only a cow barn, this is a cow barn plus dairy production, which is actually really cool. And especially it's only being 14 megabytes to install and room for 250 cows. Taking a look at our comparables here under our animals, going over to cows. Again, we're going to have a dairy, so going to be the cow barn with room for 50 cows. So already we have an additional 200 cows as with this mod as compared to what we have here in base game. $254,000 to buy. So basically you could buy 2 of these for the price of the base game, and you would have what? About 450 extra cows. Room for that? I mean, for the same price as the one in base game. And you get a production point with this. You get an additional production, and it's amazing. This is an amazing mod for the price, for the value, for everything. I say download this all day, all night. Will, what do you think?
I do like this. I mean, if especially if you like to have your production super close. I mean, I find it handy that your milk production is with your cow burn. I think it's very very nifty. It would definitely save you a lot of money. I do want to give a hint of warning that these cycles a month are pretty slow. And also, if you want to go place this down, ignore what it says in game. Because in game it says 14 cows, but when you place it down, it says 250. So just read off what the website says, not what it says in game. Other than that, I think it's fantastic.
Gotcha. Jonah, what do you think?
I like it. I've started dabbling into getting into doing the cows and stuff and on 4 fields with the big barn there. And this, seemed more complicated, but if you're experienced at it, I say go for it. I would definitely, if I was more, you know, in depth into this, I would definitely install this. So I like it.
I'll teach you.
Okay, you teach me. Come on. How much you have to pay for lessons?
Nothing.
3 lessons. Perfect. We know how we start.
Right now, let's go.
Sorry, being an idiot.
Insert.
See ya.
Hey, where
we
do I
got?
go?
We got the medium-sized cow barn by PXLR, 24.83 megabytes to install, a price point of $334,691. So we have a size of barn for 42 by 22 meters. This is pretty decent size. 40 cows will fit in here. Capacity for your actual food is 18,000, straw 19,000, milk 5,000, and liquid manure, aka slurry, 440,000 liters. So all in all, for the size of this building, this seems incredibly tiny for the amount of cows that you can fit in here. Like 40 cows for this and a $330,000 price point. I mean, right off the bat, you're already well over the price point for the same cow barn that we were talking about before with room for 50 cows. So you get 10 more cows and you're going to spend $100,000 almost less than this particular mod. I mean, don't get me wrong, the mod looks fantastic. It looks absolutely brilliant. You got the nice siding. It looks like almost like a wood composite with the stucco siding on the one side. It looks, again, really, really sharp. But this one's going to be a pass for me just because, I mean, 40 cows is... I can buy the base game for less. So, I mean, yeah. Although it looks good, not good enough for me. Will, what do you think?
I mean, the barn looks absolutely phenomenal. I mean, I could see this barn being used on that map that came out by Yogi. I can see that fitting in pretty well.
Absolutely.
I mean, for 40 cows though, that seems pretty small for 40 cows. I mean, the barn is pretty big, but 40 cows seem pretty small. I feel like that number can be at least increased at least to 100. That's just my personal opinion. I mean, if they increased it, great. I would install it, no problem. But other than that, no. Be a pass.
Yep. I agree. Jonah, what do you think?
Pass for me too. It looks nice and everything, but I just can't get over the fact that there's gonna 40 cows. I mean, that trailer we mentioned earlier would fill this barn up and then have some left over. So I was like, it's a pass for me. Looks nice, but just too much money for not enough cows.
Exactly. Next one we have is the Seed Production by PT, 11.8 megabytes to install, and a price point of $25,000. You can make seeds. I like it. I mean, for 12 megabytes and you can make some seeds, I say download this one. Absolutely. Will, what do you think?
Oh, I like it. I actually have this installed. I really do like this one a lot. And it actually has a pretty decent speed on it too, which is good. So yeah,
Nice. Very nice.
definitely pass for me. I mean, definitely not a pass. I would definitely install this.
We know what you mean. We know what you mean.
Jonah, what do you think?
I love it. I like the concept of making seeds. I don't have to buy seeds, so I'll probably install this to save me some money on seeds. So it passes it passes the Jonah check. That's the way I can say it.
Nice. So one thing I will say, I love these kind of productions, and the reason being is that very oftentimes, if you're just going from like, no, keep me honest on this, Will, because I don't know what the actual inputs and outputs for this are. Um, does this require? Oh wait, nope. Converts wheat and herbicide into seeds. Okay, so you're taking your wheat, which is a generally a low-paying product, and your herbicide, which is a higher costing item, and you're making a product that is typically a very good payout product. So if you have a whole bunch extra, you're able to sell it off. Now, depending on the consumption of herbicide is what's going to tip the scale as to whether or not you're just going to use this for your own personal use versus actually producing it for like public consumption to sell off as a output. Because you can get a big increase. Like normally wheat is like seven, eight, $900 on medium difficulty, somewhere in that ballpark for per 1,000 liters. Seed is generally around $2,000 per 1,000 liters. So depending on how much herbicide you're using up for this is really going to depend on if you're going to be able to like
Make a profit.
make a profit. So that's something I always like to kind of think about as well is if you're able to produce enough to be able to use this for sales, then again, really good production to consider.
Well, I mean, I got your answer for the right there for you if you want me to hear it. So the capacity for the herbicide is 2 million liters, and for wheat's 2 million liters. That's what it holds. For the outgoing seeds, 2 million liters. So you're looking at 1,000 wheat, and 100 herbicide equals 1,500 seeds.
Oh, so you're getting an actual bonus on the amount of wheat that you're putting into it.
Yeah. So and the cycles per month is 240. So
Wow. Okay. So that kind of adds fuel to the fire of what I was saying there with the whole getting enough of an output without having to put so much of an input with that herbicide. 'Cause that herbicide is expensive, but it sounds like you're going to be able to well overcome the amount of seeds that you're getting out of it compared to the price that you're putting in for your herbicide. And if you produce a herbicide with another production that could be potentially cheaper, then I mean, then it makes total sense to run this for producing enough seed to not only sustain your farm but then to use it as sales as well. So that's a good way to look at this kind of a production. At least that's the way I look at it. So all in all, this is absolutely an install.
I mean, besides that too, it's not big either, so it's not going to take up
Yep.
a massive spot. So
Exactly. Yeah, 100%. Real quick, we got Kobe Gaming. How's it going, Kobe? Hope you're having a fantastic day so far. Says hi, everyone. Gaming with JJ says hi to Kobe, and Kobe says hi to Gaming. So let's move on to the next one. Unless you need to catch up with your chat.
no, we're good.
Cool, cool. Next one we have is the Machine Hall with Workshop, also by PXLR, 15.33 megabytes to install. We have a price point of $197,386. And again, a size of 39 meters by 12 meters, and a capacity for your diesel of 10,000 liters. So this does have a little like diesel tank for fuel. It also has an income for your for a I don't know how to pronounce that, photovoltaic plant. Don't know what that is. Anyways, you can make a little bit of money off of this. Is that like solar? Is that what it's saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, solar.
Yeah.
Anyways, it's a nice looking building. Really nice looking building. Very highly detailed. You got looks like an upstairs. You got stairs leading up to like a little storage area. Got plenty of storage space for all your implements and stuff. Uh, all in all, very nice. Does have a repair trigger inside of it, so you can use this not only for diesel storage but a repair trigger, the whole 9 yards. Now, 16 megabytes to install, not that bad. $197,000 is a lot of money. A lot
Where
of
is
money.
that type of money?
What's that?
I said, who has that type of money?
So yeah, I mean, that is going to be a pass for me just for that price point alone. So yeah, all in all, I'm going to pass on this one. Jack DeToit just subscribed. Thank you so much for the subscription. And yeah, Will, what do you think?
Hard pass. That's all I gotta say. Hard pass.
Jonah, what do you think?
I have to say, it's extremely hard pass.
Moving on, we've got the Bavarian Barns, again by PXLR, 28.6 megabytes to install. We have
You
the machine
missed
hall
one.
for 51,000.
Oh, never mind. Never mind. Never mind. You can completely ignore me.
Ignoring Will. We got the machine hall by for $51,165, a size of 28.7 meter by 16.6 meter. The machine hall with shed, $51,165, the same price. Again, 30 meter by 21 meter, and the barn with wood chip heating, price of $63,671, 23.3 meters by 9.7 meters. It is a production point for wood chips, and I presume it's with an output of electricity, perhaps, because it says workshop and lighting. Or, no, that's just saying it's just saying that. Capacity of 25,000 liters. Wood chip consumption is 80 liters of wood chips per cycle. All in all, I mean, for 29 megabytes, again, very highly detailed. I love the wood slatting on the side of the building there. This is going to be a pass for me. Again, that 29 megabytes to install, and the price points for the hulls is just not a good one, but they are very highly detailed. It looks very sharp. I do like it. It's just not enough to entice me into the purchase or into the install, I should say.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's how I feel about this one. Will, what do you think?
Well, I think that they do look very, very good. I am gonna warn everybody that these doors are those weird doors. So it's like you open one and it goes over, and then you have to close it, then go over to the next door and then open it up. Because if not, then your doors are just gonna be like interlocking each other. So they're kind of like those doors. They're very confusing doors. Being very, very highly detailed, as you can see. I would definitely say that 29 megabytes is a bit high. If you ask me, it's a bit high. But also, like I said, the level of detail that goes into it. The one thing I do want to say though is because originally, before I was like, oh wait, because originally you, for some odd reason, it got updated to being PC and Mac only. Which is weird, which was the previous one that I was looking at, which was the Garage Contractor. That was out for all platforms. But now it's been updated for PC and Mac. I don't know when that happened. So I was kind of like, wait, you missed one. So it was out for all platforms. Now for the wood chips, yeah, so it was 25,000 liters. So you have an input for wood chips. So you got 80 wood chips equals 32% electric charge. It's got 100 cycles per month for the one building.
Okay. So that is a nice production because you're just going to get like a payout for your electricity.
But the megabyte
so
storage
that's nice. Yeah, exactly. That megabyte's a bit high. Jonah, what do you think?
It's a pass for me. The building looks all right to me, but I'll state this again, really not my style, so it's just a pass for me.
There we go. We got the Bavarian Farmhouse with Hall by, again, PXLR, 29.98 megabytes to install, $396,278 to buy, 36 by 17 and a half meters, and a bale storage capacity of 120 pieces. So all in all, again, say it for the, umpteenth time at this point, highly detailed, looks fantastic. It definitely is going to fit into a very specific style of map, but hard pass. 30 megabytes and almost 400 grand for this building. Hard pass. I do like it though that it stores the bales inside and up top, out of the way. I think that's really cool. It reminds me a lot of like what you would see with like an ICUS building, but just a kind of more European version of it. All in all, I think this is nice, but for the price and for the size, it's way too much for me. What do you think there, Will?
It's a hard pass. I mean, I would probably consider it if there was actually an interior to the house and not just having the sleep and wardrobe trigger outside. I don't know how many times I had to say we're an FS25. We're not an FS19, people. We're an FS25. Like there should be interiors to houses at this point.
Jonah, what do you think?
Hard pass for me and everything. Not my style, really, and not being able to go to a house. If I'm paying that much money for a house, I better be able to go inside, and there
Yeah.
better be interactions in there. I want to be able to cook my dinner in that house for that price.
That's the truth. Next one we have is the Hotel by Oma Tana, 16.15 megabytes to install. This is a selling point for a price of $1,000. You get your hotel as a selling station, and then for another $1,000, you get the decorative hotel. There is an additional investment. I'm not sure what these are, but 50,000, 100,000, 200,000. I presume those perhaps are generators.
So
keep me honest.
So that is basically on your mode. So easy, easy, normal, hard. So easy. You're gonna get 200,000 for your normal mode. It's gonna be 100,000 for your hard mode. It's gonna be $50,000 per month.
And that's what you're making off the hotel? Is that what you're saying?
Yes, for the decorative one.
Okay, so yeah, it is a generator.
Yeah.
So yeah, all in all, what do I think of this? 17 megabytes to install. I like it. I like this. I think this will add a bit of flair to your map. I like that it kind of breaks it out as a selling point or a kind of decorative generator. I think that's fantastic. I wish the only negative that I can say about this, and here's the thing. I want to couch this in a positive thing before I go into the negative. The Omatana makes great stuff, makes absolutely fantastic stuff. The only complaint I have is the $1,000 price point. If you're buying a hotel that's going to be a generator for $100K on normal difficulty, $200K on easy, and $50 on hard, I mean, that price point to me makes absolutely no sense of $1,000.
Hey, I'm not complaining.
Yeah, I mean, here's the thing: is that we could install or have the what is that? The government subsidy sign for $0, and it's just generating money. I mean, if that's the case, like I said, and even the selling point, like the sell point, okay, that makes total sense. Have that be $1,000, and then you're going to be, using it as a selling station rather than it being a hotel. But this being a generator, something that's going to bring you a big chunk of money per month, $100K a month. I mean, yeah, that price point seems way, way too low. If this was I don't know, I would say $250,000 price point, then these income levels would make sense to me. Or probably even higher than that. Probably like $500,000.
Right.
Then you're talking that this will take 5 months on normal difficulty to pay off. I mean, I'd probably make the argument of well over $1 million as an initial investment. So that way you're actually like the generation is actually like taking some time to be, paying itself off kind of thing. That makes sense to me. That price point doesn't make sense to me. Will, what do you think?
Well, I could definitely say that that if you want a different sell point, that is that you just want on the map just to have there because it looks nice. Absolutely. Do you know what map that would fit absolutely fantastic in when it comes back? That's Ellengrad.
100%. Yeah, 100%. Because, well, Erlingrad already has that one
Hotel sell.
area on it. Yeah, that hotel sell point on it. So this would fit in absolutely perfectly.
Oh, yeah.
Jonah, what do you think?
I love it. I love it. I can finally put a hotel on my farm and have people come visit the farm and sleep in my hotel for $1,000 a night. I love it. I love it.
Real quick, I just want to catch up with this. So, Felipa says, "Hi, Will T. Gaming. What's up?" Says, "How are you doing today?" I'm doing all right. Felipa also says, "Hi, Jonah."
Hey, Felipa.
Yep, how's it going?
Do you think?
Moving. No, I'm good.
All right.
1, 2.
All right. We are now on the last day here. Yeah, we only got 3 days of mods.
We did. So yeah, no, what is your favorite mod for the 8th? Will, what about you?
The Class Jaguar 800 series, hands down.
Gotcha. Jonah, what about you?
Speed production. I think that's just incredible.
I'm going to piggyback off of Jonah and say the seed production absolutely is incredible. Love that one. All right. So there was a update to precision farming back on, what was this, the 8th as well.
Yes.
So just want to throw that out there. The changelog is not listed, unfortunately, here.
We will cover that on news. I have the changelog already down.
Ah, beauty. Well then, moving on. We've got mods for the 7th. We've got the Steyr 9155-9190 series, medium tractors by AEN Design, 26.17 megabytes to install. We have a base price of $65,000, power range of 140 horsepower, and yeah, we've got us a nice little tractor here in medium size. We take a look at our comparables. Nope. There we go. Now we're pressing the right buttons. Let's see, 140 horsepower is what I said. Closest one's going to be the Massey Ferguson 7S. So that has a horsepower of 155 horses. So we're already starting out with 50 less horses for the mod as compared to the Massey. But what we do have is a price point. The base price for the mod is $65,000. The Massey is $149,500. So right off the bat, you're talking a very nice and comfortable price point there. Now, kind of a more fair comparison, I think, may be the Challenger and Agco White. Those two would probably be a little bit fairer. Again, 140 horsepower compared to the 160 that the Challenger and Agco have. But the price points, the Challenger at $58,500 as compared to the $65,000. Now, what I will say is kind of the nice thing about the Steyr as compared to the Agcos is that the Steyr does, if I remember correctly, does come with a front 3-point link, as you can see here on the screenshot number 4. So as compared to the Agco and Challenger, only come with the front weights. So that's the little bonus that this thing has. So yeah, you are losing out on 20 horses. Yeah, you are paying an extra $7,500, but that front 3-point link really comes in handy. So all in all, for a 27 megabyte install, I'm going to pass on this for 27 megs, but again, I can hear the argument of somebody saying, no, this is going to be one that I'm going to go for because, hey, front 3-point link, and it's in that relative power band that we get from the old Challenger and Agco. Will, what do you think?
That's a pass for me.
And Jonah?
It's a pass for me. Yes, it's a pass. I think it looks nice, but it's a pass for me.
Triple pass. Moving on. We've got the lime fertilizer salt herbicide seed production. We're doing a little bit of everything here by BDBSSB. 12.13 megabytes to install, and this thing, this thing cooks. $80,000 to buy. Again, you can make your lime, your solid fertilizer, salt, herbicide, seeds. Now, one thing I'm going to point out here is that there's something up with this mod. So if we go to this screen here, you can see it takes stones in, limes out, silage in, solid fertilizer out, stones in, salt out, salt and water gives you herbicide, and then you get the various crops here. So you got wheat, barley, oats, soybeans, and corn, and this symbol here is new. This is raw seed. But then you take raw seed and fertilizer and you get seed. Now, the reason I'm pointing this out is I've got this installed, and I actually installed it onto a kind of game that I'm just messing around with, and there is no such thing as raw seed on this. So I did not see that. What was happening is it was taking fertilizer in and seed out. And it didn't give me a production for the actual crops themselves. So I don't know if this is broken, it's just missing something to it, or whatever the case may be. But this was in FS22, and this raw seed, I don't remember that being a thing. So my best guess, this is just my speculation, is that this raw seed was newly implemented, or was supposed to be newly implemented, and just either was forgotten about or something. So that's just my, conspiracy theory at this point. I think this is going to need to be updated, but again, I could be wrong. Could be completely wrong. Will, what do you think? Before that, I like it. I love this production. You get a ton of product out of this. It's got really high outputs and inputs, and the fact that you can make your silage, which is a super cheap product to sell per 1,000 liters, into solid fertilizer with a super high payout. I mean, yeah, that's going to be something that's going to be really really beneficial to make quick money pretty fast and pretty easily, in my opinion. Okay, Will, sorry, go for it.
That's a pass for me. I don't know. It just didn't strike me as something I just wanted to do install. So that's all.
Gotcha. Jonah, what do you think?
I'll probably install this. More productions in one building, so I don't have to have everything. Just I don't have to have a lime factory and a fertilizer factory. I can have everything in just one place. Your access, so I definitely would install this. For sure.
Gotcha. Next one we have is the Milking Machine by Leo. And that name should be extremely familiar because Leo makes incredible mods. This is 5.05 megabytes to install, and this is a storage for your milk. $4,500 to purchase, 500 liter capacity. Also has the milk tank for the silo extension for $15,000 and a capacity of 10,000 liters. So, I mean, all in all, it's just storage, but it's cool. It's got a cool little look to it. Again, very, very, very highly detailed, as Leo is well known for. Looking at this particular screenshot here, it's the fourth one down. We've got all this rust on the wheels and the inner gear motor, the pump motor here. I think this is pretty cool. I think this is actually really cool. All in all, 6 megabytes to install. I'm going to install this, absolutely. Will, what do you think?
I agree. Especially if you're doing like a tiny, and I mean tiny, like milk production, like what I would suggest for anyone, Jonah, for like starting out small, for like starting out small for like a dairy production, get this. This is absolutely fantastic. Now, if you're running a big operation like what I do, like on that on the screenshots I sent you for my farm build, I would not use this.
No, no, your operation is way too big for this.
Nah.
But I will say what's nice about this is the fact that you do have the other extension that's a part of this. So you get that 10,000 liter extension for only 15 grand.
Yeah.
So you're talking like, what is that, like 1,000, a little bit more than $1,000 per thousand liters. $1,500 per thousand liters, which isn't that bad, all things considered. So if you want to expand your storage capacities there on your farm, I mean, for 6 megabytes, I mean,
Yeah.
I would just think about it as just the milk tank is the main draw to this, and then the milking machine's just kind of a little kind of bonus to it. Yeah. So all in all, I like I said, I love it. Jonah, what do you think?
I like it. I think it looks very nice and everything. I'll probably use it if I was into milking. Yet again, Will, I need those lessons as soon as possible, but I'll definitely install it. I think it looks great.
Excellent, excellent. Next one we have is the Agromet SCHA soil cultivator. This is by Hispano, 14.73 megabytes to install. And we have two separate versions, the 25, which is 6 meters, and the 33, which is 8 meters. Base price of $15,700. Any horsepower requirement for the smaller one of 220 and the larger one of 300. So taking a look at our comparables here. Again, this is a cultivator, so we need to go down here to our cultivators. 6 meter working width for the mod, which will put us into the Horsch Finer 6SL. That one there is 6 meter working width, so we're going to do a like comparison. And looking at the mod at $15,700 base price, the Horsch is $25,000. So right off the bat, you're saving almost 10 grand right off the start. Then you take a look at the horsepower requirements. Both of them are 220 horses. So all in all, the price difference that you're getting here is significant. You're going to save almost 10 grand. And for only 15 megabytes to install, absolutely check this one out. I think it's fantastic. Will, what do you think?
It's a pass. It's nothing against the mod or nothing against the mod. Like, I absolutely love that it's here. I love that we have a different option for people. I don't know. I'm just not really big into like 3-pointed implements. I kind of prefer trailed implements.
Gotcha. Jonah, what do you think?
It's a pass for me too. It's a little small for my style of gameplay. Like if I was to use this on my 4 fields, I'll be old by the time one field's done. So it's a pass for me. But I think it looks nice. So if you got a smaller farm, I think it'll work nice for you.
Unless you got 100 workers working on the same field with the same size implement.
Yeah, because I've officially bought all 4 fields.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
Yeah, I'm having
Were
a
you
lot
gonna
of
say
fun
something,
with that.
No, I didn't say anything.
Oh, I thought you said something.
No.
All right, moving on. We've got the Pack of Manure Heaps by Rajo G Play. This is 19.12 megabytes to install. We have a large and small manure heap. The larges range from 400,000 to 450,000 liters and has a price of 12,000 to 20,000 liters. The small heaps range from 200,000 to 225,000, so exactly half, and exactly half the prices. So, well, no, not quite half the prices. So $7,500 to $9,000. All in all, for 20 megabytes, I mean, that's quite large in my opinion for manure heaps. But you can see that they are pretty highly detailed. You got the several that have the large bunker that are divided out with the wood slats on the top there. You got different kind of layouts and configurations. You got L's, you got U's, you got all these different styles and whatnot. All in all, I like this. I think this is nice, but it's pushing it for me for the file size. I would install this absolutely because it's dirt cheap. For 12 grand for a 400,000 liter capacity is not that bad. Even up to 20 grand for 450,000 liters I think this is really nice. And again, you get all these different styles. You got the U's, the L's, and various layouts. You kind of it's not quite a U, but it's almost there. And then you got the U's with the kind of upper wooden railings in it. So, yeah, I like it. What do you think there, Will?
I think that you get a decent amount of manure heaps in that, which I think is the reason why it's so high on the megabyte storage. I do like them. They're a pass for me though, even though I do like them, because there's literally only 2 that I use that are modded. So yeah, it'd be a pass for me though.
Gotcha. Jonah, what do you think?
That's a pass for me as well. I'm not really into manure and everything, so it's a pass for me because you just said just give me the slurry so I can put it and make fertilizer out of it easier. I don't really deal with the manure, so it's a pass for me.
Gotcha. Next one we have is the Flegel Ruby 2000 Extended. This is This is by Weekend Farmers T4 XS. Is that taxes maybe?
Texas, Texas.
One. I think it's supposed to be like the leet spelling for Texas maybe.
Oh, I don't know.
Texas maybe.
Oh.
Anyways, 1.18 megabytes to download, and we've got a modified version of the Flegel Ruby. So we have the ability to have this on not just our front loaders, but our telehandlers and wheel loaders. Prices range from 15,500 to 41,500. Capacity for realistic 2,300 liters and unrealistic of 10,000 liters. Also has various color options that you can use, including the zinc variants, as well as factory colors and special paints. So all in all, for 1.18 megabytes, if you like using the beet chopper or using this particular style of bucket, this does load up more than just beets and will dispense them. Using the beet cutter just won't actually alter them like it would the sugar beets. I like it. I think it's fantastic for less than 2 megabytes to install. I think that this is a nice little model and nice little upgrade that this does. Having the ability to select the colors at next to nothing for file size, and having an option for unrealistic capacities, and having the option to have this on your wheel loaders and telehandlers. I love it. I think it's fantastic. Will, what do you think?
Well, I personally think that if you love doing sugar beets, if you love doing cut sugar beets, and if you're that person that likes using unrealistic things, I mean, yeah, go for it. I mean, yes, it does have a realistic, capacity on it, but I think people will go with the unrealistic with that one. I do like the whole feature that you can either have it attached to a front loader, telehandler, or wheel loader. I think that's nice. It's gonna be a pass for me though.
Jonah, what do you think?
I like it, and everything. I probably would use it, if I was doing the stuff, but unfortunately I'm not. But it passes the Jonah test,
Gotcha. Okay, moving on to the next one, we have the Crucian 4-stack 12. This is in baling transport, but this is essentially a bale stacker. Not even essentially, that's what it is. By Hispano, 6.33 megabytes to install, $37,000 to buy. This does stack 3 bales high, which is why I can't stand the naming of this particular machine being the 4-stack. Anyways, I like it. Don't tell me that doesn't bother either of you two.
That does.
Don't.
It's called the 4-stack, but only counts 3.
Yes, exactly.
Oh well.
Their loss.
You're missing a stack. Anyways, I like it. I do like this. It's less than 7 megabytes to install, and if you want to have something that will stack your bales, you can run around your field and get like those specific bale grabs, the ones that will actually hold the higher capacities. I like it. I think it's fantastic. I don't think we have anything like this in base game, do we?
We have a baby baler like that.
Yeah, we have the one that will make the kind of like bigger
Yeah.
like collection of baby bales,
Yeah,
but
but we have nothing
not
like
like an
that.
actual. Yeah, we have nothing like the stacker like this
Yeah.
one here. So I think this was in FS19 base, if I'm not mistaken.
19 and
Um,
22.
yeah, 1922. Yeah, so it's making its triumphant return. I like it. What do you think there, Will?
Well, oh, it was also an FS17.
Oh, nice.
I mean, someone out there might have a use for it. I mean, I personally wouldn't, but that's just me personally. So that'd be a pass for me.
Now, see, I would have figured that you would have been all about this because this is really meant for those players who like to play realistic, who want to be able to not just go kind of one at a time it with your bales and stuff out in the field. That, or I mean, you can get a like one of the bale loader trailers and stuff like that. The not auto load version, but the auto stack
Like,
version,
like the Anderson.
like the Anderson. Yeah, exactly, the Anderson.
It's the one I use.
Yeah, so I mean, you can't go around with that, but this is kind of a nice one because it is a nicer price point at 37,000 compared to the Anderson that you get base game is 90,000. So I mean, you're saving quite a bit of money, and all you got to do in addition to this is get a like a bale grapple implement, like
Yeah.
a tool,
Like a
so you
bale
can get
spear.
like the yeah, like a bale spear or something like that, and that's only like $900 for like your telehandlers and stuff. I mean, if you get the, let's see, do we have anything that would? Oh, see, that's the only. Oh no, there it is. Yeah, so you got like the bale fork, the McCormick Industries bale fork. That's $5,900 for your wheel loaders. So you can use like this to get that kind of authentic, real feel to the game if you want to. I don't know why. I just figured that you'd be all about the realism for this one. You even
Well,
get the Albert Bale King from the front loader tools as well, so you can even use that one as well.
well, don't get me wrong. It's not bad. I mean, if you're starting out small and you can't afford the Anderson, by all means, get this. Because it'll make your life a whole lot easier. But I mean, if you're running a massive operation, this is not going to be for you. So
Yeah. Yep. 100%. Jonah, what do you think?
I think the concept is cool, but I don't really have a use for it and everything. I just pick up the bales and just get them on through the trailer, like, auto load and everything. Just get them on the trailer, let's sell them. Like, I don't have time to actually, be realistic with it. Too big of a field to be realistic.
Gotcha. Moving on to the next one, we've got the Lizard GS300 by AW Modding ABP team. 1.59 megabytes to install, and this is a leveler for $1,430. So this is one that you kind of just tow behind, and you're able to kind of level out your bunker silos. Taking a look at our leveler, the only thing we have base game is the Holaris MES 400. This is more of a push style rather than a pull. $6,800 to purchase, and it's 4 meters working with. So again, this is only $1,430. So this is significantly cheaper. So if you want something with a little bit better of an entry point, this is going to be a nice little option for you. All in all, for less than 2 megabytes, I like it. I think this is a nice little option. Jonah, Will, what do you think?
well, I personally think that this would work great for snow. If you had to pull snow out of the way for somewhere, when it comes down to a bunker style, I mean, if you have like spillage on the outside, I mean, you could definitely use it and scrape it inwards. But I could not see someone using this in the bunker silo to like level anything out, because this is more of a pull than a push. So it just wouldn't make any sense, honestly.
Gotcha. Jonah, what do you think?
Careful, I won't use both for something. That's for me.
Oh, I didn't hear a word you just said there, bud.
Hello, testing.
Yep, we can hear you.
I said, hard pass for me. I don't even use bunker silos.
Gotcha. Real quick, Ken says, "Do we really need another bale stacker?" I mean, just depends. Just really depends on your
Yeah,
gaming style.
it depends on who you are. I guess.
Well, it's another option.
If
Exactly.
someone would like it, someone would like it. That's why these mods are here. Someone would like it.
And gaming with JJ with the chin rub, like, you know,
Mm,
contemplating on what Ken was saying there. Absolutely. Do you need to catch up with anything?
No, we're all good.
All right. Moving on to the next page here, we got the Lizard HRT pack. This soil cultivators by Gain FS, 4.12 megabytes to install. We have a price point of $2,900 starting and a power demand of 80 horsepower starting, working with a 4 meters. So taking a look at our comparables under cultivators, going up here, we've got, let's see, what was this, 4 meter? 4 meter. The John Deere 980, John Deere 980 cultivator that has a price point of $9,500 compared to $2,900. So again, you're saving money from the mod here, and a horsepower requirement of 110 for the John Deere as compared to 80 for this one. So again, you're saving about 30 horses, and the working width is the same at 4 meters apiece. So yeah, all in all, for less than 5 megabytes to install, I say install this absolutely. And I personally, I love this style of cultivator because it's got that purpose-built look to it. I love it. It looks like somebody just came home one day with their MIG welder and just slapped
Be right
this
back.
thing together. Okay. So you've got like all the kind of different eye iron that's in here, just scraping that along the ground. I love it. I think this is fantastic. Jonah, what do you think?
I love it. I mean, am I going to use it? No, but I love the concept of it. I agree. This is one of those like I put this together myself. I wanted to be cheap. I didn't want to go buy my own cultivator. I want to build my own because I'm too cheap to go buy one. I'm Mr. Krabs.
Exactly. Let's see. Moving on, we've got the Gens HEM 583. This is a forestry wood chipper by Mitchie. Is 32.74 megabytes to install, $88,000 price point, and 250 horsepower demand for power. Why is this not? There it goes. I don't know, for some reason the site wasn't bringing it up. So taking a look, I don't think we have anything like this in base game, but I will double check just really fast. I don't think we do. Okay. So we got a couple of things like this. So we've got the Hazomat HM10500. So taking a look at that as our kind of closest comparable. 88,000 for the mod, for the price point, 110 for the base game. So you're already saving, what is that? About $22,000 compared to what we have here in base game. Power demand, actually, the mod requires 250 horsepower. The base game requires only 150. So you're going to need a lot more horsepower for this one in order to get that to work as compared to the Hazomat. But you are spending quite a bit less for it. Now, the file size, 32, almost 33 megabytes to install this. This one here is quite a bit high, in my opinion. So if you're somebody who really likes to use forestry equipment, who likes to have the option of doing wood chips, this is going to be another option for you. But that file size is a bit high for my taste. This one's going to be a pass for me. But I can also understand wanting to save that $22,000 if you've got a tractor that's going to be with enough grunt to take this on. So, Jonah, what do you think?
I don't know when second devil let the cat out, but looking at it, I like it. It's probably not something I'm going to use. It's going to be a pass. I still do like the style of it and everything.
Gotcha. Ken just commented saying, Iowa Plains View dropped. I thought I saw Farmer Klein did a map tour or let's play, but not sure. So my guess is that
Early
Farmer
access,
Klein likely
probably.
has early access. Yeah, exactly. So probably doing like a tour with the early
I'm
access
back.
is my guess. So actually, we just read the comment from Ken saying that he has Iowa Plains View dropped. I thought I saw Farmer Klein did a map tour or Let's Play, but not sure. And mine and Jonah's speculation is that it was probably an early access. Does that seem fair to you there, Will?
Yes, Iowa Plains View. The new update has not dropped yet.
Yeah. All right, so we were just going over the Jens Hem 583, the wood chipper there. What's your opinion on that one there, Will?
Excuse me. Sorry. Sorry, I just took some medication and it tasted nasty.
Ooh.
It's something unique. I mean, the nice thing about it though is you can haul a trailer behind it, compared to other things, which is super nice. But I don't do a lot of wood chips. I don't do a lot of wood work to begin with, so it'd be a pass for me.
Gotcha. Moving on, we got the Bavarian System Hall. This is a shed by Nick Mori. $239,950 to purchase. We do have a size of 756 meters squared, so that's pretty large. 36 by 21 meters. It's a large building, and it looks really sharp too. It's got some really nice outer kind of stucco work on the bottom there with the wood slatting on the side and the kind of almost looks like it's not sheet pan. It just looks like wood rails for the upper roof there as well. Got the nice little guttered spouts and all that. All in all, I think this is nice. 12 megabytes to install, but that price point of 239,000, almost 240 grand for this, it's probably gonna be a pass for me, unfortunately. But it is nice. It is highly detailed. Yeah, I like it, but just not enough for me. Will, what do you think?
Pass. Just a straight up pass. Not for me.
Jonah?
Sorry, not for me either, unfortunately.
Gotcha. We got Samuel. How's it going, Samuel? Hope you're having a fantastic night so far. Says, hey, BDD, sorry I'm late. No worries, bud. Don't need to apologize. Says, good morning to BDD in Florida. Good morning to you as well. Samuel also says, hey, BDD, hurricane 20% chance in the Gulf. Oh, yeah. Yeah, there's signs of a hurricane that's brewing. More than likely going to be like a tropical depression or potentially even a small hurricane, but I'm not that concerned about it. Moving on, we've got the old farmhouse by ICAS. This is 2.2 megabytes to install and building cost of $10,000. You can configure the colors on this one. It looks nice. It absolutely looks nice. Unfortunately, Will, do you want to say it?
ICAS. I'm very disappointed in you, man. I love your mods. What the heck? I mean, it looks absolutely beautiful. It looks beautiful. You can't go inside though, man. Come on. No. I'm just messing with you. It is a beautiful mod. I didn't install it though because it doesn't have an interior. I did speak with ICAS, and he said that at a later date there will be an interior. So.
Oh, really? So
Yeah.
that's kind of a cool little nugget of information, being able to know that it will eventually come out with one.
Well, do you remember like that that KSIH dealership that he dropped?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
That one also down the road. Right now he's working on an interior for that and for this house. So
Nice.
so
I like that. That's cool.
eventually that whole dealership will have a complete interior. You'll be able to use all the doors and everything. So
Nice. I love it. I love it. Sign me up. Jonah, what do you think?
Well, Will just made me like it a little bit more. If there's something in the interior on it, I would probably actually install it. I actually really like the look of this.
I agree. Will changing hearts and minds. I love it. Moving on to the next one. The last one for this whole week. We have the DST16. Is a manure spreader by JD Farmer. 6.03 megabytes to install. We have a capacity of 16,500 liters. and a working width of 15 meters. Price point of $46,000. Now I'm fairly certain, yep, spreads manure and lime.
Yep.
So that is very nice. Now, Will, again, keep me honest, does it spread to the same working width as each other?
Yes.
Well, there you go. So all in all, let's take a look at our comparables. Let's go up to our manure spreaders and find out what it is that we have here. So a working width of 15 meters is going to put us... Oh, well, check it out. We already have this base game. We have the DST-16. But this adds the ability to spread lime as well. So that's the trump card for this one. So, actually, hold the phone. We've got a price point here of the modded one for $46,000. The base game one costs $67,000. So you are saving over 20 grand right off the bat with this mod. And it only costs you 7 megabytes to install. Install this all day and all night because you can spread lime and manure with it. It's a double whammy. I love it. Will, what do you think?
I agree. I mean, it's cheaper. You could do manure and lime. It is great. I mean, if you really like those kind of manure spreaders, I mean, yeah, absolutely. I mean, even I would install it just to be able to do lime. You know, so I would say install it.
100%. Jonah, what do you think?
Have y'all installed it? Because I'm installing it right now. I love it. I love it. Install it, bro. Install it.
And that's the last new mod. Now, before we take off from the mods here and going into the news, I wanted to specifically highlight the Elm Creek Placeable Pack. More specifically, I wanted to highlight my video that I made for the Elm Creek update here recently. So it was my miscommunication of the issues that were present on that map. So what had happened is when the latest update for the Elm Creek map came out by Puma145, what had happened was I checked out one of the barns that was right there on the main starting farm. I had noticed in my original map tour that there was some collision issues. There was like some doors that wouldn't open, things like that. And then when I did the change update for, again, for Elm Creek specifically, I noticed and observed those same issues that were prevalent. And then I realized, I put out in that update video that, it looks like this is still an issue, blah, blah, blah. And I specifically said that it was an issue with the map. It wasn't. The issue was with specifically the placeables, the Elm Creek placeable pack. And that recently got an update back on the 7th. So this is now fixed. If you had a issue with the with your map and it not functioning properly, specifically this barn that's on the first screenshot with the collisions and all that stuff, if it wasn't lining up for you, go out and update this and make sure you're using the version 1.0.0.1 version. Then you will have the corrected collisions and all that stuff that should have been available with that particular barn. So just wanted to throw it out there and let everybody know that, hey, this was the issue. And I did make an additional information video for that change log for Elm Creek to let everybody know that I was dumb, that I didn't that I didn't properly state that. And it was actually Puma145 who actually reached out to me directly to let me know about this. So again, big shout out to Puma145, not only for bringing back Elm Creek, but for making the necessary updates to the map and to the placeable pack to get it up and running the way that it is intended to be. So that was it. That's all I wanted to cover there.
All right, perfect. Now we're
Do you want to say what mods are our favorite from the 7th?
Oh, yeah. Let's do that. So, Will, what is your favorite mod from the 7th?
I really didn't have a favorite. I mean, if I really had to pick one, it would probably be the old farmhouse from Icus. Because I didn't really personally have a favorite, so...
Ken just asked a question. Says, question from Pip, what time frame are expected? So I presume that's with the Iowa Plains View. Ken, can you elaborate if that's what you're referring to? If so, will do we? I think it's in testing right now, right?
It is through. It is going through the first stage of testing with Giants. And for
Oh, I guess she's asking for Ravenport. Not my bad.
Ravenport right now is being worked on. He just started working on it just the other day, so it's gonna be a while.
Gotcha. So yeah, we're still got some time on that one. Gotcha. Jonah, what's your favorite for the seventh?
Mine was the that lime fertilizer, that factory that does everything. I think that's pretty cool. If they can fix it, it'll be pretty much perfect.
Yep, I agree with Jonah. Again, we're gonna double up on that one. The lime fertilizer, salt, herbicide. That one I really like, and I really hope that they do fix this one up to present the raw seeds, because right now, like I mentioned before, you're taking your solid fertilizer, that's it, and making it into seeds. It doesn't make sense to do that because your solid fertilizer all by itself is significantly more than the raw more than the seeds that you'd be getting out of it. So if you're trying to do sales and stuff like that of your excess, because this thing produces a ton of output, you're going to be basically going underwater with that recipe as it sits right now.
But hey, even with it not working, if it's getting that much of a good rating for us, it's still pretty good.
Oh, absolutely, because you figure it still produces your lime from your stones, the salt from your stones, the solid fertilizer from silage, which this is the first mod I can think of that's actually using the silage as a derivative for your solid fertilizer. It makes your herbicide. I mean, those four recipes by themselves are invaluable. And then, yeah, the only thing that's an issue right now is the seeds. I mean, 4 out of 5, I think is all right.
I agree.
All right.
So, Will, you want to start us off on the news?
Absolutely. All right, so we're gonna start off with. Actually, just shared this not even 4 hours ago, but Icus he posted on our blog here, showing off his other shop that he's working on, and it's actually almost done. Which he does have some screenshots in here. Which the shop looks phenomenal as always.
Highly detailed.
And he has a built-in washer pressure or power washer inside there as well, which is fantastic.
Okay, that shop looks real.
Oh yeah. Yeah, so it says right here, so shed with pressure washer, workshop, tool table for hand tools. So, and 2 drive-through bays. So it'll basically have almost everything at once. So you basically have a wash bay, you have a workshop trigger, and a place to put like your hand tools, so like your chainsaw, your spray paint cans, and stuff like that. So
That's awesome. Yeah. And I mean, I'm going through the screenshots right now, and it's super highly detailed. I mean, just looking at this kind of workshop area here, you got all the kind of hand tools laid out on the deck. You got the like pail buckets. You got the chest of drawers. I mean, yeah. I mean, drill press, the Sidling torch in the back. I mean, just all that stuff right there is extremely highly detailed, and that's all on just the second story. But then you've got the bottom story there with, again, some more chests of drawers, and got the Canadian flag in the background, the American flag in this one. I mean, it's extremely hyper detailed. And what I would love to see, because it's got that big mega fan on the top ceiling there, I'd love to see if that actually worked. To see that spinning in the shop, I think that'd be so cool.
I think he is going
But
to
I
make
hope
that
looks like
functional.
it's a combine in this building.
I think
Yeah.
I think he is going to be making that functional. I believe so.
That'd be pretty cool. I think that'd be cool. I mean, it'd be a silly little detail, but it was just, again, one of those details that just kind of sets it apart from everything else.
We got a lot of good American style buildings from Icus, from Lancy Boy, and also from Legacy Egg. So
100%. 100%.
Let's see here. Next one is be from Celebuki. This is by Alma, Missouri. Update 1.1 coming soon. It is with Giants right now. So they changed that 1.1. He said confirmed so far, more to come. I know he did list off some things. It is already with Giants, so that I do know. He didn't list everything else, but we'll get the rest when it comes out. But just for a start, it said added alfalfa can be sold, turned into silage, or used as animal feed. Soybeans now leave usable straw after harvest. Works like regular straw.
Love it.
Updated field updated field layout. The map now features 38 fields. Updated farmland layout. There are now 47 farmlands. New selling point. Elmo Logistic. Purchase all required materials for constructible placeables. And speed up the drying process in the corn dryer and added smoke effector in operation. It says maybe not everyone will be thrilled, but due to all the changes listed above, starting a new save game is necessary. So, AKA a new save game is required.
Which is really sad if you already got a save going on this. But it's one of those, just looking at the top two lines by themselves, adding alfalfa and the soybean having straw, those are huge updates. Those are absolutely huge. The alfalfa in particular, being able to utilize that for making or turning it into silage, aka haylage, and using it in animal feed, how awesome is that? I think that's awesome. I think it'd be well worth the update.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm excited. There is other news from Icus. It's about the exact same barn. It's just the exact same garage. It's just not as detailed as what the latest one was. It was just showing off the pressure washer. So, let's see. Next one. There. Okay, I gotta get comfortable with this one. All right, so next one is this gonna be State of the Farm roadmap, FarmCon videos, and more. So this. Here's State of the Farm. Oh boy. All right. What's up here? So we have. So in quarter 3, which is now 2025. So we got patch 1.10, which we already got. And we're beginning patch 1.11 here pretty soon. And then you're going to have Straw Harvest Pack free download. So it will be a mod that you'll have to download. So just have everyone be aware of that.
I'm really looking forward to that. I'm so looking forward to the Straw Harvest Pack coming back.
It's going to be high.
Especially because it's coming so early in the cycle here in Farm Sim 25. We're going to be able to have it for a while. To where every time that I've ever kind of interacted with it, mainly in 19 and 22, it was very late to the game. Or was it 19? I think it was 19.
It was 19 and 22.
19 and 22. I think they're both relatively late.
Yeah.
In the life cycle of both of those games.
Yeah.
And the fact that we're getting it so early on here before even the first major DLC that we get out, I'm so on board with that. I'm really looking forward to it.
Now I do know that there are a lot of people who are disappointed in this. It's like they're excited it's coming back, but they wish it was came as a free downloadable DLC, just so it wouldn't take up any megabyte storage. But it's coming back as a mod, so I don't know what the megabyte storage is going to be on it. My prediction is probably about 300.
If I remember correctly, from the previous iteration, I believe it was something along the lines of 150 megabytes or something like that. It was quite large, but the amount of stuff that you can do for it is again quite large.
let's see here. So Straw Harvest Pack for FS22 was 149.33 megabytes.
You and I were doing the same exact thing at the same time there, sir.
So,
Great minds think alike.
but you have to think about it though. Like, it could be smaller because the special feature that came with it about being able to refill the balers is now base game.
Yep.
So that might reduce it, but you also have to think it's FS25. So yes, I understand that the megabyte storages are smaller, but that means the more level detail that goes into things. So it could be much higher. Gotta be aware of that
Yeah.
too. So, I mean, we're wrong. I am excited for this. I'm gonna be honest with everybody here. The only reason why I actually liked the Straw Harvest was because I could refill the balers. But now since this base game, this has no purpose to me, honestly. I hate saying that, but it really has no purpose now to me. So
I liked it. I actually had the opposite take. I wasn't really all that big into having to refill the balers. I mean, it was nice. It was a cool feature. But what I liked about it the most specifically was the fact that you could do the pelleting and then the palletizing and stuff like that. And it made it to where there was like a whole new kind of venture to go down. If you wanted to, you could just make the pellets and then deliver those, or you can make them into pallets and then kind of go from there. You needed the actual palletizing building and the whole 9 yards. So you're spending hundreds of thousands of dollars, yes, but you're putting in so much layers of investment into that. And then you can come up with all sorts of cool little ways of filling up the building, whether you just back in a trailer up to the dump point and then dumping into it, or you can just go ahead and create like a belt system to like pile it into it. Like there's just so many different ways to do it, and it was just a lot of fun to do.
I gotcha. Yeah, so that's gonna be coming soon. Now, from what DJ Goham said, is that this should be released within the next couple weeks.
Nice.
Next one is that we have the third pack.
Actually, before we move on, or actually no, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, so we're at the third pack, which everyone, including myself, is thinking is Mercedes Benz. So, so we're gonna get that, and then we also have a content update number 3, free download. So, which that could mean it's either going to be a bunch of mods, like they sometimes do, that gets put on the mod hub and we have to install each single one that we want, or it's going to come as like a free content update, basically meaning that it gets updated to the game. But it says free download, so I'm going to highly assume it's probably just mods. So
Yeah. So real quick, we've talked about the Highland fishing map that's coming out, and we're talking about Pack 3 here. Does anybody else find it weird that we already know more about the Highland fishing and the Year 1 Season Pass map and DLC than we do even about the third pack that's coming our way? Does anybody else find that weird?
well,
Agreed.
all I can tell you is that be prepared, because in the next 3 to 4 weeks they're going to be announcing it. So just stay very, very tuned. So they will be announcing it very, very soon. So
Yeah, it's just, I remember when I got the message saying like, hey, we just found out about the new map and all this stuff. And I get it, it's FarmCon and it's all that stuff that kind of drove the release and all that stuff. But it just seemed so weird to me that we were finding out the thing that comes after the next thing, kind of thing. Like it just seemed so wild that we were getting it that far out of order, and that we're so close to the next pack dropping that we still don't even know anything about it.
well, it happened last year too, with 22.
Did it?
Yeah, it happened with every single expansion. We always found out about the expansion first, and then we found it out from the last DLC.
Oh well.
It's just something Giants always do. Don't ask me why. There was only 1 year that they didn't do that, and that was the year when when it was with the Vermeer DLC. When Giants did like their whole showcase thing, where they basically announced like the rest of the DLCs that were coming. Because I know that they stated in the video it was like in all is all you guessed it Vermeer. Because it was when they were at John Deere. Remember that for FarmCon?
Yep. No, I do remember that.
That was the only time that they ever announced every single DLC that was coming, even including the ones that were missed. So, but other than that, they've always announced the expansion and then eventually the last DLC. So it's just something they've always done. Oh.
Yeah, just I don't remember that happening. I'm sure you're right. I have no doubt about that. But it's one of those that my memory's so bad. I can barely remember a couple of days ago, let alone what happened, a few years ago. So yeah, no, it's one of those that when this happened, it just really kind of struck me as weird. But if that's their MO, then I guess that's it is what it is.
See, I feel like we're gonna get something massive, like a really big game feature with the third DLC. I think that's why they're holding off. That's just my
Maybe.
personal. Oh, and we already
Houses?
no, we already talked about Highlands Fishing, new gameplay map, which I'm very excited for.
It looked fantastic. It looked absolutely gorgeous.
Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah, I already told Bree I'm gonna take some time off from work just to stream this when it gets released.
Nice.
Yeah, and she was like, "Of course you are." And then
She looked at her. It's like, can you blame me?
that's in Q4, so that's the fourth quarter when that comes out. We're also getting a content update number 4 and more patches. And then also the announcement of year 2 season pass. So yes, they're coming out with another year season pass. So yeah. So and then right down here, there's a community live stream on Monday, July 28th. If anyone's wondering about that, Straw Harvest will return. More details to follow. So we'll probably hear about that here probably in the next week. This week we'll probably hear about it. Said the third pack will soon be unveiled within the next couple weeks. The year 2 season pass also be revealed later this year. My guess is probably I'm gonna guess probably a week or two after the expansion gets released. We'll probably find out.
Makes sense.
And then of course also the official newsletter. It's gonna be coming out soon. So there's that. So I was very excited that they announced that, the state of the farm, so we know what was going on.
100%.
Also news from EED123 Corner. Basically, just the Lexion 400 had issues, which they fixed and they sent it back. So that's back with Giants.
Nice.
That's we got news from the Roughneck modding crew. Basically, it's for all the people asking where the RAM is. So of course the Super Duty won first. The devotes, that's why it's out. The RAM will be coming in the fall time, but the Ram's not going to be coming until after their international semi truck right here is done. I did speak with Roughneck Modding Crew, and they're debating on adding something very awesome to an international truck, and I absolutely loved it. I loved it. I know what it is. So they didn't state if I could say or not, so I don't know if I should say it or not.
I would leave it close to the chest just in case.
I'll message you.
Beauty.
Got got some more news from Icus. Just showing off the exact same shed right there. Except here it looks empty without everything inside of it. So
Yeah, right.
we got news from Rooster Mods. Basically, he's almost done with his John Deere weeder, which looks absolutely fantastic. So can't wait for this to come out. I know he stated that that this should be sent off to Giants here pretty soon. So
I do like these kind of machines where you drive them down the road, going long ways, and then you disconnect from them and hook up to the 3-point on the side. I like that.
besides this one, he is also working on John Deere forage wagons. They can put behind like a pole behind forage harvester. So he is working on that as well.
Nice.
Is that? Got some more news from EED 123 Corner. Basically just announcing because the release that came out of his other one. He is now working on his class Jaguar 682 695. So these are
Nice.
older models. So I'm very excited for that. So that's coming. He's working on that right now. Okay. So I'm skipping over the Giant stuff right now. We'll come back to that, but just real quick, and then from BC Beeler, basically, he has a couple mods submitted with Giants right now that he fixed and sent back. His Volvo.
Ooh, is that the swather?
Yes, the swather is done, and he has already sent it off to Giants, and so is the MacDon header pack.
Nice.
And he also has his Volvo Wea truck. That's with Giants. He has a Elmer's weeder with Giants. And there was another mod. Oh yeah, and it was an update to his international truck that was base game that he made a mod of. So
Nice.
all right, now on to this other stuff. So now I'm gonna come back here because this will be the easiest way for me to do it. I'm gonna go updates. So we got patch 1.10 that came out. Go here. Yeah. So we got changes and improvements. So we got various technical changes to improve performance. We got various stability improvements to prevent crashes. Various text/translation adjustments. Various visual adjustments on several models. Changed wetness behavior on machines to be based on in-game time instead of real time. Improved foliage alignment for various crops, which is great. Improved steering assist behavior. That's great. Fix an issue in multiplayer where tension belts caused some pallets to be visibly jittery. Fix compass orientation. Fixed display of weather forecasts with manually set season visuals. Fixed error when resetting the tree sapling planter after emptying. Fixed ground deformation bumps caused by sudden firmness changes, example over straw swaths or mowed grass. Fixed hail damage being applied to cultivated fields. That's a big one. Fixed incorrectly sized dual wheel connectors. Fixed issue where fences could be sold without proper permissions. Fixed synchronization of combine fill level in multiplayer. Fixed synchronizing of fences in multiplayer when placed on changed ground height. and fixed train deformation issues when snow is removed. So that was the changes and improvements. Then we have new machines and items. So we got the Fendt Rotna 160V Combi round baler and the Massey Ferguson MFRB 4160V Protec round baler. Basically the exact same kind of round baler, just one's Fendt, one's Massey Ferguson. It's the one that we got as a free content update in 22. So, are you in the game right now?
No, I literally just shut it down.
Oh, all right. That's fine. I'll shut it off here in a little bit. Actually, I can do this right here, real quickly. So I go to games because it's going to be right here.
So if I remember the Fendt Rotana correctly, it was the baler where it was kind of angled, like the wrapper was like, instead of wrapping it from like a vertical plane, it was actually more of a diagonal plane, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, so it kind of looked like a sporty round baler. You know, like the way it is. So here's the Fendt one. I am showing on my stream right now, but here's the Fendt. They also have a Massey Ferguson version, which is literally the exact same thing. Just right here, Massey Ferguson. Yeah, here it is right here. So there's that. So those were added. You have the JCB Series 541/70 Agri Pro telehandler. So that is a base game telehandler now. JCB, yeah, right here, free content update. Yeah, so now we have, which was base game in 22, actually. And then we have the Pottinger Terra Disc, 10,000. Right? Yeah, 10,000. Right? It's like 10001T disc harrow. That was Pottinger, right? Yeah. Yeah, so if I just go up here and find the P's here real quickly. Where are you? Pottinger. Yeah, right here.
Found it.
Yeah. So, yeah. So the Terra Disc, which isn't bad. It requires 350 horsepower, 10 meters. That's not bad. That's not even bad.
No, not at all.
And then the last one was the Unia Aries XL Disc Harrow. So if we go back here, we go to Unia. The very first one right here, free content update. The Disc Harrow, 150 horsepower required, 4.5 meter working with. So those were the things that were added. New additions / functions. You got added support for XESS2 with frame generation. I have no idea what that is. And added work direction setting for helper operations. So what that means is that when you set up a worker for GPS, now you can set it to whatever way you want it to go, for like the line. So instead of having it go one way, like it's just set, you can angle it at an angle, you can put it at different degree lines, and it's the exact same thing when you do it yourself. So I think
the cake is a lie.
What?
The cake is a lie.
Cake is a lie.
Wow.
I take it you don't get that reference?
No.
You ever played the game Portal?
No.
Yep.
So I discovered this, by kind of circumstances recently, that you're able to alter the work directions for your AI helpers, and it didn't work.
Well,
Yep.
So when I tried to set into a different direction, they ended up going in the original direction. It was kind of similar to like when we originally got the GPS and the ability to set the headlands. Like, do you want to focus on headlands first, or do you want to focus on like the actual main body of the field? And there was that error where it would ignore it and just basically go with whatever its default setting was.
well, see, I think it's weird because, well, when I tried it the other day when I was playing, I didn't have a single problem with it. Like, I changed the direction and it went in that direction. So,
Yeah, it was during the live stream yesterday. I went to try and change it to a different direction for that, and it seemed to just kind of go off in its own little direction. So it's just, I mean, it might be that it was just that particular implement that I was using just didn't like that implement or whatever the case may be, but it's just something that I ran into.
yeah. I don't know. But that right there is the change log 1.10 for the game. Now we got precision farming, change log 1.2. Bug fixes and changes. Added proper reset of nitrogen map, pH map, and statistics when buying / selling fields. That was a big one.
Yeah, yep.
Disabled higher application rate while driving too slow on modern sprayers, slurry tankers, and manure spreaders. Now only on sprayers without PWM and old spreaders. Yeah. Next one is going to be fixed calculation of fertilizer usage depending on the current circumstances. That's good. Fixed display of individual scoring components of the environmental score. Fixed effects on Hardy Mega Sprayer. Fixed harvest mission progress on fields that had weeds. Fix section control not working correctly and turning on random sections. Never had that problem. Fix several minor issues related to spraying and nitrogen level detection on fields. Fix synchronization of field pattern and application rate settings on dedicated servers. And fix yield calculation on potatoes and sugar beets. So that was the update for precision farming.
Nice.
And lastly but not least, we also got an update to Plains and Prairies pack. Changed on 1.1. Bug fixes and changes. Various visual adjustments on several models. That's always good. Improved shifting behavior on several models with manual gear shifters. That's good. Adjusted and fixed some incompatible mission vehicle combinations. That's good. Fixed compatibility with unlimited color configuration mod. That was a big one. Because if you had that one and you went for the bigger Ford and the bigger versatile, when you selected the versatile, it wouldn't even be the color. When you selected the Ford, it wouldn't even be the color. It'd be a completely different color. And everything would be missing. So I'm glad they fixed that. Fixed display displayed working with for Fendt Rotogator 900 NL 720. And fixed visibility issues with Delta Track tracks in some cases. So overall, not bad. Yeah, so we got, I mean, we didn't get that many mods, yes, because it was also the week of FarmCon, so you have to realize that. Mainly also...
Shame, Giants. Y'all can release mods while y'all are on vacation. Get it.
Plus beside that too, you also have to realize too that we also had an update to the game itself. We had an update to precision farming and Plains and Prairies. So And no, Jonah, you also have to understand too that when it comes down to mods, they only have so many QA people, and the QA
Oh, I
people
know, I
and,
know.
and
I'm
the
just
Q,
giving you a hard
and
time.
and the QA people also have to test any updates that come out for the game, stuff like that. So, but
I'm
I'll be
aware.
honest.
that
I'll be honest with y'all. It's one of those where I was actually quite shocked with the amount that we did get.
me too,
It's one of those I was
Sorry.
actually pleasantly surprised.
me too.
Some better than none.
I
Exactly.
I think we are supposed to get a lot more this week though. So because they're all back in the office now, so fingers crossed. So
Very nice.
I do know that LR Modding did send off a couple, and they have been with Giants in testing. So I don't know whether they are in council testing, regular testing. I don't know any of that, but he sent off a bunch of John Deere mods, so I'm excited. So,
Nice.
but that's it for news. So it was a pretty quiet on the news, other than Giants. You know.
Yeah, no, I mean, we got way more mods than what I expected. We got way more news than what I expected because you figure with FarmCon, I mean, that's pretty much all hands on deck because that's the event for the year, kind of thing. So
Yeah, and they
one of those where the fact that we got everything that we did, got all the news that we did, I'm all on board.
well, and on top of that too, they at FarmCon they actually sold out of tickets.
Yep.
Wow.
So completely sold out of tickets. So
Yeah,
Which is
so we're
awesome.
going next year, right, everybody?
see,
If it's somewhere here in the States, then I'm on board.
yeah, it's exactly what Bree said too. Is that if they ever come to the states, then I'm more than welcome to go, and she'd even tag along.
The Giants come to Florida. Just saying.
No, come to New York City.
No,
New
Giants,
York.
come to North Carolina.
Let's say I'm on board North Carolina.
Yeah.
See, it's in between, and both of y'all can come to my state and say hello.
Oh no.
We can sit together.
No. Hey, BDD, ready? So
Let's hear it.
all right, so we'll tell Jonah that we're gonna go up there for FarmCon. We'll go up there and say, "Oh, yo, don't worry, we'll meet up." And like, where are you guys? Oh, sorry, we're home already. We completely forgot.
I can't do that to Jonah. That's mean.
Come on, Will.
I'm just messing with you, man.
Will.
Well,
Yo,
so real.
Er,
Go ahead.
yo, Jonah, the way you just said that, because you were like, well, you just remind me of a show that Brie likes to watch. It's called Carl.
Oh, no.
It was like, Carl, you can't do that.
Will. You can't do that. You gotta be nice now. That's mean.
Now, in all fairness, the moment that you said that, it immediately reminded me of Family Matters. I don't know why. The main character, not the main character, but one of the main characters' name was Carl Winslow, and that just tied perfectly to me. But how you said, how could you do that? It's like the main tagline. You ever see that show?
No.
It's really old. Family Matters. It's really, really old. It was a great old show. I used to love it. It was way back when. But the main kind of antagonist of it was a nerdy kid named Steve Urkel. And he was like just a pest in every way, shape, and form. And his kind of punchline, like throughout the entire series, did I do that? He had this like really raspy, nasally voice. Did I do that? All right, did I do that? Oh my goodness! If you haven't seen Family Matters, it's like from the '90s. I think it was from the '90s. Go check it out. It's hysterical, absolutely
All right.
hysterical. Steve Urkel is.
I get it. DVD. Well, me and you will go to FarmCon, and we'll just leave Will out. It's on me. We'll go to FarmCon on me and leave Will out.
Oh, good luck at that one.
Oh,
Who has to go on his own?
Oh no.
Did we do that?
Just see him be like Jonah.
Like, why
Oh
you
my
gonna leave me
goodness.
behind? I'll just leave you behind.
uh,
Tell you what, y'all, let me catch up with the chat here real quick and we'll go ahead and start signing things off here. So, left off with Ken saying, sorry I had to ask somebody who's getting impatient, aka when he was asking about Ravenport.
yeah.
I can't blame her. I can't blame Pippa for being impatient because I tell you what, that is a really good map, and I
That is
know
her
that when
map. That is her map.
that is her jam. Absolutely. So I
Like
know that when that comes, she's gonna have a ton of fun.
Hey,
if
Absolutely.
Wavermore doesn't come, Pippa's gonna like go up to the person and say, "Someone please make this map," or if not, I'm going to make it myself.
hey, Pippa, Pippa. I have one thing. Actually, two things to say. A, you can always come to me because I'm always talking to Salabuki, so I can tell you anything. And number two, patience is a virtue.
It is. It is.
It is.
But I can't blame her. I can't blame her. Like I said, that's her jam. That is her absolute jam.
Her bread and butter.
Samuel says, "I'm out. Bye. Have a great BDD. See you soon, y'all. Tuesday night Farm Sim Talk special with Ghost Tech Gaming. Next live stream starting at 8:30 p.m. Central Standard, or 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard. Yes, thank you very much, there, Samuel. I hope you had fun here tonight. I hope you enjoyed it, and see you again next time, bud. You take care." He also says, I'm out, y'all. Tomorrow, good, great, nice, work safe day, y'all. Yeah, like I said, bud, thank you for stopping in tonight, hanging out with us, and yeah, it's, hopefully we'll see you again next time. That's it. That's everything on my chat. Do you have anything there, Will?
Nope, I got nothing on my chat. So, the only thing I do have to say though is I will not be staying after to talk to you guys because I have to head to bed because I got to get Bree to work by 7 in the morning. So,
Gotcha. Well, Jonah, if you want to hang out afterwards, I will be there.
Hang out for a bit. Why not?
Beauty. All right. Will, you want to go ahead and sign off?
I will. Well, I really appreciate everyone stopping by. This is something that BDD and I love doing every single Sunday, and I deeply apologize that I'm not here every single Sunday until almost done with the mods. But hopefully soon in the next coming weeks, I should be here on Sundays, which is gonna be fantastic.
I can start filling in for you if you really want me to.
We'll talk about it. Other than that, if you guys really like what you guys saw, make sure you smash that subscribe button, hit the bell so you get notified whenever I post a video. And you can also find me over on Twitch. It's Dynamic24, which I will be streaming tomorrow or today. Yeah, today at some point. So just stay tuned for that. You can find me over there at Steinary24. And if you want to stay up to news, any updates, mods, stuff like that, make sure you check me over on Facebook at Will T Gaming FS Encyclopedia. Other than that, that's gonna be it, guys.
Let me double down on what Will was saying there. You know, absolutely love doing agribusiness tonight. Absolutely love it. It's one of the few opportunities we get to be able to actually sit here and talk and chat about the mods and maps and stuff like that. So absolutely love it. Finding out the stuff that's happened and is going on in the world of Farm Sim is an absolute blast. I have so much fun doing it. And I hope everybody out there enjoyed the show. Jonah, I want to thank you for stopping by and being our special guest here tonight. Do you want to give any shout outs before we get going?
Just check out, my channel, Railfan and Jonah. If you like trains, you will love my channel.
Perfect. All right, y'all. Hope you all enjoyed it. If you did, please show us by liking, sharing, subscribing, following, commenting, doing all the things the algorithms enjoy you doing. It shows you're engaged with this channel and enjoying the content. And that being said, I hope everybody has a fantastic day. Take care.